Welcome to Seneca Indians Basketball, live on kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Seneca Indians. Now let's join Ben Walcott live on location.
And a pleasant good evening, and we welcome you here to Seneca as we get set for high school basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. It is the 10 and 13 Mount Vernon Lady Mountaineers coming in at 3 and 3 in Big 8 play versus the 6 and 16 Seneca Lady Indians 0 and 6 in Big 8 play. And Daryl, this game was already scheduled for tonight. However, due to the weather, start time got bumped up an hour and a half, and we now have a super night as the boys are to follow with about a foot of snow scheduled to arrive in southwest Missouri tomorrow, really throughout the day.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow all day. They got to reschedule the game. Mother Nature decides to show up every once in a while around here.
And it's usually right around this time when it's hard to reschedule things.
It gets that way. It's right here at the end, especially you're going to get a foot of snow, then you're going to get dirt dog cold. And that snow ain't going anywhere for a while, not going anywhere on the back roads. And so it's going to be this weekend probably before you see anybody getting clear from the snow on the back side, on the back roads. The road crews around here do a good job to try to keep everything salted as far as the intersections are salted and the main roads clear and scrape down where you can get around a little bit. But the back roads is the one that's going to be hurting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Seneca scheduled to travel to Lamar as part of a makeup game on Thursday. That's going to be interesting to see if you can get there. Seneca boys are scheduled to travel to Mac on Friday. Seneca has a lot of back roads. Mac has a lot of back roads.
Oh, yeah.
That one potentially, there's more potential, I think, for that game to be played on Friday than there is the girls on Thursday. But I think you still might be pushing your luck a little bit. And some of this does depend, too. They've pushed the amounts up as we've gotten closer. Last minute it could go a little bit north of us, and that'll push the amounts down. If it goes a little bit south, it will push the amounts up. And neither of us are meteorologists, but that's just what we're taking from some of the weather forecasters here today.
I've lived in the area long enough, Ben, to I've seen it just about all. When they forecast this earlier, I think I was looking at it last week. They forecast it, and they forecast them for 4 or 5 inches maybe. And usually they really conservative. They put it up, and then usually it drops down because the storms maybe is not going to be as big as they think it's going to be. This one here has been going up. So I'm like, okay, there's something going on here with this one. The meteorologists have got this pinpointed down where it's going to hit right here.
Your countdown to tip-off sponsor here, People's Bank of Seneca. Once again, I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Daryl Harbaugh, part-time meteorologist, at least for
I'm
today.
telling you, if you don't like the weather in the Ozarks, just wait 15 minutes. It might change.
Well, the best part is you and I were talking off air. It's supposed to be 60 degrees come next Monday.
Yeah.
So by next Monday and Tuesday, it's all going to be gone.
And, and like I told you, it's a good thing that we're getting the snow right before the cold weather. Because if it's bare ground around here and you get below sub-zero, that drives that frost line deep. And we're not going to – well, you talk about a muddy quagmire when it finally melts. But now that we're going to have a layer, it's just like putting a blanket over the earth. And you're going to have that, and it protects the ground from really freezing hard. So it's a good thing to have a little snow. I don't know about a foot of snow sometimes, but we'll get around. We have for years.
Countdown to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca. Back with more after this on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Historians will probably call this present era in the Western world that we're living in the age of anxiety.
Billy Graham.
This generation is dying not from external pressures, but from internal combustion. In other years, men feared death. Today, they seem to fear life. God has never promised to remove our troubles, problems, and difficulties, but God has promised His peace, a sense of assurance and security in the midst of trouble and conflict. What we need to do is to get our eyes on Christ, idolize Him, worship Him. He will never fall nor fail. Be that kind of a follower of Christ. And you can say with Paul, for me to live is Christ. His grace, His peace, His assurance, His security will be mine.
It's easy to let troubles distract you from the joy and peace that Jesus offers. We can help you get your focus back on Jesus. Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net or the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back. Your countdown to tip-off sponsor, once again, People's Bank of Seneca. As Seneca, Mount Vernon gets set to do battle. And Daryl, like we talked about, you're getting to the prime part of your season. You're down to your final 2 Big 8 regular season games. This really should be your last game if everything had gone according to plan. Right. But you had a rain out. You had a apparently I'm thinking baseball or softball. You had a snow out last week, and so now you're looking at 2 regular season games, Big 8 wise, including tonight, and then 1 non-conference game next Thursday against Lighthouse Christian, and then it's when or you get ready for track season.
Well, I'm telling you what, January goes by at a snail's pace. I mean, just a snail's pace. And then all of a sudden it hits February, and then all of a sudden everything just ramps up. And you can't believe how fast it goes, but it goes fast. And, yeah, this is crunch time. This is time you need to be have everything in and everything going good, and everything should be going, as best you can. Hopefully you're hitting your stride right now.
It should be an interesting last couple of weeks. You and I were kind of talking about it. I think it was last week. What was it? Last Monday was the last game we covered, and that seems an eternity ago when we were at Mack County and just talking about how they basically originally were scheduled to have like a week and a half there where they didn't have any games before facing Lighthouse Christian in the finale. So I don't know if they did that on purpose, thinking the weather might mess them up, or kind of what you're thinking there. But now you have some games to help you, but you're also trying to taper down to get yourself ready for postseason play.
Yeah, everything's wound up. Yeah, it's a good thing they had this week and a half break because they can get these games and Mother Nature shows up and cancels. And, we're talking off air that they're probably not having school the rest of the week. and everybody knows it. And so hopefully next week they can get all the games in. They got a Lamar game and a Lighthouse Christian game, I think senior night. So hopefully they can get all that stuff in before the district hits.
Take another time out. When we come back, speaking of districts, we'll talk about the district standings. After this, you're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have pre-arranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
And we welcome you back. 6.5 minutes until tip-off here from Seneca. Seneca 6-16, Mount Vernon 10-13. You look, Daryl, at the district standings, and I had them here. Here they are.
Yep.
And it looks like it's Aurora's for the taking. Aurora, a very strong one, 19-3 overall. Cassville probably the two, 18-5, but Aurora beat them by more than 20 points when they went head-to-head. Monette probably looking at the 3 seed, Mount Vernon the 4 seed. Some of that may just depend on if Monette beat Mount Vernon. I don't, there are head-to-heads there that we may not know about. And then East Newton 5 and Seneca 6. So Seneca probably looking like they're going to face Monette or potentially Mount Vernon in the first round of districts, because Seneca is probably looking at that number 6 seed and not getting that changed, because everybody else has head-to-head wins over them.
Yeah, it's looking that way. I mean, Aurora, we always say that it's Aurora's to win. Well, it's Aurora's to lose as well. Yeah, they'll be the top seed. They'll be the number 1 seed. They're playing good right now, but man, you never know. And they got an axe to grind too. they're looking at moving on. They got close last year, and they're looking at moving on past the first round, state playoffs, and that's where they want to be. But you can't get to looking ahead.
You even look at 2 years ago, they won the district. They've won it 2 years in a row. This is looking for their third year, or maybe they've won it 3 years in a row because they beat Seneca in 2021, I believe it was.
Yep.
And then, 2022, I believe it was. And so 2022,
right.
And then last year, and now looking again this year. And like you said, I think going into the year, kind of like sometimes you think about Seneca football, the expectations have been risen for this Aurora team. And, yeah, district championship is kind of what's expected this year. And then you're looking to see if you can get to a state quarterfinal, state, potential Final Four run if you're lucky enough. But a lot of basketball to be played before then. And sometimes with that kind of pressure, you get one of these teams in districts. If they have a hot night, Aurora has a bad night, it could be over before you realize anything happened.
You can't look ahead. It's one game at a time. And I know maybe in the back of their mind that's what they're doing, but I know their coach is probably drilling it in their head. We're going to play one game at a time, and this is what we're doing. That's what I'd be doing. Who cares about what's ahead? Let's figure out what's in front of us right now.
Your starting lineups tonight, sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Let's get you what the projected lineups will be for both teams. They may change, but this is what we have as our projected starters. A 5'8 senior, number 10, Cheyenne Bieber. A 5'10 senior, number 14, Audrey Biddle. A 5'11 senior, number 15, Tegan Hoover. A 5'6 senior, number 22, Isabel Cloud. And a 5'8 sophomore, number 32, Emmy Schubert. Head coach is Dusty Killingsworth, assisted by Paul Berrigan and Alexis Cathen. And Daryl, you think about it, you look at all the upperclassmen on this team, they had to fight through a lot because you think about it, 2 years ago, they basically forfeited the second half of their season. They were down to 5-6 players, and Dusty came back last year, and he got a lot of these girls to come back out because they were down to 6 players, I think, when Seneca played them a couple years ago.
Right.
And you got 7 seniors on this year's squad. So, that was only when they were sophomores, but Dusty has done a good job of getting them out and getting them to compete. And you got to look, you got 7 seniors. There isn't a junior on the squad that I can see. You got a whole bunch of sophomores and a whole bunch of freshmen as well. So I think this Mount Vernon team will be good for years to come.
Yeah, they're young, and what we got one sophomore starting, right?
Yes.
Emma Schubert. Yeah, they're young right now. They got, like you said, they got seniors and sophomores and freshmen. So they're going to be young next year too. But you can look at that. That means you're going to have them for 2 years in a row. That's what that means.
Should be an interesting one here tonight for Seneca. Again, these are their projected starters. Number 0, Olivia Wade. Number 13, Dalen Campbell. Number 22, Maddie Collinsworth. Number 24, Ashton Lannon. And number 44, Olivia Hosey. Once again, projected starters for both teams. We'll find out in about 3 minutes if I'm right.
You never know. Sometimes they mix it up. They've mixed it up on us a few times, but who knows?
We'll take a timeout for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll get you the start of the ball game after this. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters. Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians!
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A-Plus Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon, the road greens, dark greens, going right to left across your computer screen to start things off. Seneca and the home whites going left to right on what should be a fun night of basketball here in Seneca.
Yeah, good night. Exciting night, too. Boys and girls both playing.
It's Wade jumping against Hoover. And the tip goes to Mount Vernon and Bieber. They work it to Schubert, left wing side, back top of the key.
Man to man.
Left corner 3 is no good, and a long rebound for Lannon.
Nice box out.
Did a good job of maneuvering that end line down there too, Daryl.
Well, long shots produce long rebounds.
As Lannon's shot, well, I was going to say got blocked out of bounds, but it wasn't blocked. It just went out of bounds.
Wow. I thought, how can she not have her shot tipped or something down inside?
So the ball will go back to the Lady Mountaineers. Top of the key, work it around left wing side with Hoover. Now back around to the right wing and Cloud. I think Bieber is kind of the one you got to look out for the most, Daryl. Senior, as the layup is missed and a rebound to Campbell, but they call a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Seneca. No score, 55 seconds in. This Mount Vernon team didn't beat McDonald County earlier this month, or maybe late last month, in Mount Vernon on a last-second shot. Looks like 2-3 zone here, Daryl?
No, it's a box and one. They're boxing one on
Hazy?
Yeah, on Hazy.
Well, Hazy had 22 points in the last game that Seneca had played. That game was against...
It took her a little bit to get going.
She had, I think, 15 in the first half. I'll have to look at my game
I don't
notes.
think she scored in the. She didn't score in the first quarter.
as Mountaineers with it. Bieber is fouled by Hawsey. Hawsey picks up her first, team's first. New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. As they're going to trigger it in underneath the basket. Little jumper is up and in for Emmy Schubert. And they open up the scoring here with 6:15 to go in the opening quarter of play. Collinsworth drives and is fouled. Called the foul on Tegan Hoover, her first, team's first.
I said this was a box in one, Ben. It's actually what you want to call a diamond in one.
To those non-basketball IQ, what's that mean?
Well, it almost looks like a 1-3-1. Almost looks like a 1-3-1, but it's a diamond shape, point guard or point defender, one underneath the basket, two on the wings. And then you got one girl who was chasing out Hawsey the whole time.
Which the one on Hawsey is Cloud, as Lannon can't get the jumper to go. Offensive rebound to Campbell. Back to Collinsworth, now to Wade, left wing side. Wade gets it to a cutting Lannon, and Lannon traveled with it. 2-0 Mount Vernon, 5:53 to go here in the opening quarter of play. It's Mount Vernon with the basketball. Working around right wing side. I believe that's Biddle. Now to the left wing to Bieber. She's going to pop a three, misses it short. A long rebound to Wade. Lannon in the front court to Hawsey. Hawsey lost it off her foot. Out of bounds, back to Mount Vernon. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast. And Darryl, like I said earlier, I think Bieber's kind of the one you got to look out for if you're the Seneca team.
Yep.
Schubert has the lone bucket so far, but I think Bieber is the main threat on this Mount Vernon team. As Schubert drives and loses it to Lannon. You have a 2-on-1 if you hurry. Lannon drives, and her shot is blocked from behind. Not sure who blocked it, but Cloud came away with it. Bieber kicks out, and her shot was blocked by Wade. Kick it back out, Bieber, top of the key, right wing side to Biddle. Now back left wing side with it is Cloud. Almost one too many steps, and Collinsworth did a good job of causing issues, and a timeout by Seneca. A 30-second timeout, 4:33 to go here in the first quarter on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
And we welcome you back as a football scrum comes out as Maddie Collinsworth decided to tackle somebody over the middle.
Yeah, she's going for the ball, then they just happen to meet. So
her first, team second. I mean, that's a good open field tackle if you're a Collinsworth.
She could have made the football team with that one.
2-0 Mount Vernon, 4:10 to go here in the first quarter of play as they get it to a cutter kick out. That's going to either be on Lannon or Campbell.
I think it's Campbell.
Campbell picks up her first, team's third. Well, they say if she was in the act of shooting, she was not.
No, she's trying to catch the ball, but they got to get better at fighting through screens. Like that right there.
Left-handed layup up and in for Hoover.
Mount Vernon scored twice on inbounds plays.
It's Hazy with it for Seneca in the front court. She drives, kicks it, trying to kick it to Campbell, and a turnover, and Hazy almost picked up her second.
Yeah.
Somehow avoided it. So they work it back around to Bieber, top of the key, does Mount Vernon. Left wing side, back out top of the key, right wing back to
back
Bieber.
Screen's right there. That back screen is the one getting them.
Right corner three, no good, and Wade with a good box out as Hoover just picked up her second and the team's second. So she will sub out 3 new Mount Vernon Lady Mountaineers will sub in.
Hockey line change.
As Aubrey Rogerson, Taylor Gaddy, and Kenley Ida Miller are the 3 that check in for Mount Vernon, and I believe Marilyn Gill and Cordy Hancock in for Seneca. That's a full line change compared to both teams. Missing the shot there was Gill, but Hancock gets the rebound and gets the bucket. I believe Daryl Hancock had 8 in their loss against Matt County, so she seems like she is coming on as of late here for Seneca.
Well, there's times she just gets in the right spot at the right time, and then there's times she gets lost on defense. That's what coach is trying to get working with her.
Top of the key 3, rimmed out. Offensive rebound putback is no good, but I think Collinsworth just picked up her second, as going to the line for 2 is going to be Ida Miller. Nope, they call it on Gill, her first. And that's already the team's 4th as well. 2 free throws here. First one no good, one more coming as Callie Rhodes checks in for Seneca. Thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNER Radio in the Seneca School District, as Ida Miller makes 1 of 2 to make it a 5-2 lead here for Mount Vernon. 2:45 to go here in the quarter as Hancock loses it, and it's a 2-on-0 as she forces a miss, but there was nobody there to back it up, as I think that was Cheyenne Bieber who got the bucket. So it was a good hustle play by Hancock and Hazy on the back end, but there was nobody there to help them. Hancock going to pop a 3, miss it long. Hazy an offensive rebound. And Hazy is fouled, so she will go to the free throw line for 2. 3rd team foul on Mount Vernon. So the foul is on Aubrey Rogerson.
Oh, they're calling it on the floor?
There's no way that's on the floor. They are calling that on the floor. Wow.
Huh.
That's interesting. As Lannon checks in for Campbell. I don't understand how that's on the floor.
I don't either.
Seneca gets it into Gill, now to Hancock. Trying to get it back to Hazy. The ref got in the way. It was tipped out of bounds. It will stay Seneca basketball. There's been a lot of interesting calls this year, Daryl, that both you and I have just shaken our heads at.
Yeah.
Rhodes gets a screen set, kicks it to Hazy, and then had it poked away. Still somehow maintains her dribble. Driving, kicking to Lannon, and Lannon's shot no good, and now Lannon will go to the free throw line for 2. So that is the 4th team foul on Mount Vernon.
Hazy's getting bodied up pretty hard out here on the side. Wondering if they didn't call a foul, but.
As that's the first on Ida Miller. First free throw, no good for Landon. Hey, she didn't hit the back of the rim, Daryl.
Well, she hit the bottom of the front of the rim. Top of the front of the rim. That's where you need to hit. That's where we talked about. There you go.
As she hits the second one to make it 7-3 as Jolie King will check in for Seneca. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. member FDIC, an equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Mount Vernon with it. They drive, and losing it on the way up was Bieber. Lannon comes away with it. It's a 2-on-3. Lannon drives and is fouled, so she'll go back to the free throw line. And that's the 5th team foul on Mount Vernon, so even if it wasn't in the act of shooting, she would be going to the line anyways.
Both teams are in the bonus for the rest of the minute and a half left, a minute 35.
As Gaddy picks up the foul, her first.
Let's see if she can go 2 for 2 this time.
Well, maybe not. First one's guy I was going to say, you jinxed her, Daryl.
Well, we're going to find out.
As checking in for Mount Vernon is Madison Rinker. And I can't see the number. Lannon goes 2 for 2 that trip.
Go.
To make it 7-5.
That's better.
I believe the other check-in was Mary Fields.
Straight 2-3 now.
Hancock guarding Rogerson. Trying to work it around. King
Jolie
poked it away. Mount Vernon comes away with it now, forcing a jump ball as Lannon. It will stay with Mount Vernon.
I thought Ashton was going to jump on top of her for a second there.
1:18 to go here in the first half. And a traveling violation as my head was down.
Yeah, Jolie's put a little pressure on the outside. And she's quick enough. She's learned to play defense. She's quick enough.
Well, she had a pretty good example of a head coach and her father.
Yeah.
Got to give him credit every once in a while as Callie Rhodes can't bank it in. Lannon saves it, but saved it to a Mount Vernon player, unfortunately. Gill kind of knocked her off her track as throwing it away is Mount Vernon. To keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports. We're supposed to go to McDonald County on Friday, but that is weather pending, obviously. As Hancock goes flying. Lannon got bumped. Rhodes pops a 3, and that's good for Callie Rhodes. And all of a sudden, Seneca has an 8-7 lead. This is a 6-0 run here for the Lady Indians, and Hancock picks up a foul, her first, team's 5th. Some Seneca fans aren't happy, but I think that was a foul.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Mary Fields goes to the line.
It was, but Hazy got bumped pretty hard. Ashton just got bumped pretty hard here on the outside, and a no call. So then they get a little bump here. Mount Vernon gets a little bump. They get a foul. That's the reason Seneca fans are barking just a little bit right now.
As here comes another hockey line change.
Yeah.
As Isabel Cloud, Aubrey Biddle, and Emmy Schubert check back in the game. 25 seconds to go here in the quarter. Seneca up 8-7. As she missed them both, rebound by Gill. See if Seneca goes for one. You probably just going for best opportunity. King drives and King is fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line for 2. See who the foul is on.
I couldn't tell, Ben.
It's on Biddle, her first. Seneca has gotten to the line a lot. So the first free throw is good.
They're taking the ball to the basket. They're attacking the rim. That's what they're doing.
Somebody checked in for Mount Vernon. I believe Bieber checked in for Fields. One more here for King. Missed the second one. Gill, the offensive rebound, put back no good. And then a rebound to Schubert. Chance for Mount Vernon to tie or take a lead at the end of the half at the end of the quarter. So they pick up their dribble. Bieber with 4. Swings it to Rinker. I don't think they realize. Now they realize it. Shoot the 3. And that's no good. And the first quarter of play. At the end of 1, it is Seneca 9 and Mount Vernon 7 here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
The staff at Mid-America Specialty Markets, along with Jamie and Terry Langford, are proud to serve our community and support the local high school students in their extracurricular activities this school year. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office at 908 Washington Avenue, or call us at 417-776-LIFE, or visit us at midaminsurance.com.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
And we welcome you back, as missing the jumper there was Wade to start the second quarter. Mount Vernon ball down 9-7.
That was a good pass from Hawsey down inside, got the pick.
Schubert going to pop a three, rimmed out, rebound to Campbell. Hawsey with it. Hawsey has not scored here in the contest. She's going to potentially try and change that. Mitchell pops it, no good. Campbell gets the rebound. Can't get it to go. Gets it again. Had to hit the top of the backboard and almost bounced in, but then it bounced out. That was a weird shot. As nobody stops the ball. Kick it out. A long two is no good. Offensive rebound and a foul on the rebound on Seneca. First team foul in the quarter.
Let's hope it's not on
Hawsey.
No, on
it's on Campbell, her second.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to say she was in the act of shooting. Aubrey Biddle was.
Well, that might be on Collinsworth.
As she makes the first one.
She was shooting?
That's what they said.
I thought she was rebounding.
Well, that's what I thought too, but she goes 1 of 2. Campbell tips it to herself. Like I said, Daryl, there have been some things this year that I just shake my head at. Nice bounce pass, left-handed layup, top hand in for Campbell. Hawsey with the assist.
See the penetration, the crossover in the middle of it, down inside to Campbell. That was perfect.
And a ball tipped by Mitchell, couldn't steal it. Schubert gets the left-handed layup as Campbell had to be wary of picking up a third foul. Seneca going a little bit bigger here as Hawsey in the lane banks it in. Good effort there by Hawsey. 6:20 to go here in the first half. Seneca up 13-10 as Mitchell pokes it out of bounds. As in for Seneca is Jolie King. In for Mitchell. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. So get it in to Schubert. She pump fakes.
What was that?
And gets it to go. She must have never left her feet.
I don't know. See, that's a foul.
Hawsey has the ball poked away, but Bieber picks up her first, team's first, as she couldn't believe it. As the foul, checking in for Mount Vernon is Hoover. How come anytime there's a foul, and it doesn't matter the team, Seneca does it too, those girls never can believe the foul was on them. Hawsey trying to pick and roll, but Wade can't grab it. And the ball stolen away by Hoover. 5:50 to go until we hit halftime. Seneca up by 1. Down low, kick it out, driving. Left-handed scoop shot, no good. Collinsworth tips it out of bounds away from Emmy Schubert. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust sponsoring the broadcast. So I believe that's Bieber triggering it in for Mount Vernon. In left wing 3, no good. for Cloud, and it's tipped out of bounds by Mount Vernon. Low scoring first half, 5:37 to go in the first half. Seneca up by 1.
Turn around, Maddie.
A little bit of pressure as you get to the timeline.
Yeah.
Trying to trap.
There
Hazy
you
gets
go.
it to Wade, and a timeout by Seneca.
Okay.
A full timeout with 5:24 to go till we hit halftime here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back as Seneca will trigger it in front of us on the end line. Collinsworth into Hazy, and she slipped as it was tipped out of bounds by Cloud. As Darryl goes into coach mode once more.
Why are you throwing it in right there?
It's Collinsworth to trigger it in.
Right now, there you go.
Into Hazy.
There
Free
you go.
throw line to Wade. Wade shoots the jumper, misses it long. Campbell an offensive rebound, and she banks it in.
Yeah, Wade's got that shot there at the free throw line. She's got a good shot, and she's open.
Seneca now a 3-point lead with 5 minutes to go here in the first half. King tips it. Ball stolen away. It's a 2-on-0. And the layup is out for Hazy. And it's a 5-point lead for Seneca with 4:45 to go here in the first half. Schubert being harassed by King. Free throw line, gets it back on the ground. Collinsworth and Campbell both have 2 fouls, and Hazy comes away with the steal. And that's a double dribble.
Yeah, she did.
The ball goes back to Mount Vernon. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, the Osher Area Chamber of Commerce, Mid-America Specialty Markets, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening.
Hazy's starting to cross over dribble more. She told me, she heard me say that in the last broadcast. Crossover dribble, she's getting it down.
Right wing, and now down low. Schubert gets the right. Well, I said she gets the right-handed layup. It's tipped out of bounds off of Seneca. Campbell did a good job defensively there, but she has to be careful with those 2 personals as Lannon and Gill in for Seneca. They're going to check in for King and for Campbell.
Well, Campbell's got 2, so you're trying to protect her, trying to get her to the second half, that 2. But here's where they're being right there in the middle.
They are able to avoid that inbounds play, and then they said it was tipped out of bounds by Seneca.
Must have been Collinsworth.
Yeah. I mean, nobody is objecting.
Complaining, yeah.
So as Bieber, I believe, triggers it in, gets it in the corner to Schubert. Swings it now to Biddle. Back top of the key, almost lost it. Gets double team, bounce pass. Work it around to Schubert. Schubert going to drive, kick it around. It's on the ground.
Get on the floor.
Everybody's on the ground. Left corner 3 for Bieber, rims out. And Olivia Wade with a rebound for Seneca. Lannon to Wade, back to Lannon. Wade got bumped, no call. As they're playing pitch and catch, and Lannon misses the layup, and now a kind of a silly foul there on Hazy because it's her second. Her second, team second.
Yeah, she didn't need that. Don't.
As Hancock checks in for Wade, Rhodes in for Hazy, and now you're really trying to limp the final 3:32 with with Campbell and Haase with 2 fouls apiece, and both of them on the bench.
Well, we talked to him about one time about silly fouls, 90 feet from the basket. Silly fouls is like.
So the three-pointer is no good, but a long rebound for Schubert. Goes up, can't get the shot to fall, but she'll go to the line. She has both made field goals for Mount Vernon here in the quarter as Gill just picked up her second. You're running out of big bodies if you're Seneca.
She just got to learn to just go straight up and live with whatever the results. Don't block shots, block out.
So the first free throw is good. One more coming.
Now I'm talking about you just got to let the silly fouls go.
Missed the second, rebound to Gill. Somehow got it to Landon, and then it's stolen away from her by Bieber. Kicks it in the corner to Rogerson. Ball tipped around. Gill now has it for Seneca. Landon in the front court working 1-on-4. Can't get the shot to fall. Fight for the rebound. Bodies go everywhere. No jump ball, no nothing, and Seneca comes away with it.
Well, they're all scrambling for it. Nobody really had it.
Collinsworth picks up her dribble, back to Lannon. That's a nice rugby scrum if I've ever seen one, Daryl. You say football, but I think it's more a rugby scrum as Kenley Ida Miller check in for Mount Vernon. Collinsworth into Rhodes. Rhodes has the one made three in the contest here today. Picks up her dribble, back to Collinsworth. Screen set, hard screen set, ball poked away. Collinsworth gets it back. She can dribble now, and then it's a jump ball. Possession arrow. We'll give it to Mount Vernon. Well, it is Mount Vernon ball. Seneca was trying to steal a possession.
Well, Maddie always does that. Doesn't matter who's throwing the ball in. She tries to jump in there and get it.
2:18 to go here in the first half. Seneca up 17-13. As left corner, Rogerson, open three, and that's rimmed out. Hancock fought for the rebound. Who do they call it on? They're going to call it on Mount Vernon. Second team foul. I think it's going to be on Rogerson, which is her second. As Jolie King checks in for Seneca. This is a dangerous place to inbound a basketball.
Little man pressure, too. They'll switch.
Into Rhodes. In the front court to Gill. Gets it back to Hancock to Rhodes. Rhodes, free throw line, has it poked away, gets it back. Gets it to Gill. A lot of bodies in the same area. Mount Vernon wanted to travel, but I don't think she ever lifted her pivot foot, and there they call a travel. Ball goes back to Mount Vernon.
I'm not even sure that was a travel. I think it was just a makeup call.
Yeah.
Like I said, a minute 40 needs to run off this clock. Mount Vernon's getting shots, but they can't make anything. Seneca can't even get a shot off.
Yeah, Mount Vernon, 2 field goals in this quarter, both by Schubert, who's not even in, or she is in the game, excuse me. Bieber, open left wing, tipped by King, but it goes right to Schubert, and Gill just picked up her third.
Oh, no, I'm hoping it's on Callie Rhodes, but I don't know.
It's on Rhodes. That would be her first.
Yep.
You have a better eye than I do, apparently, on those things.
Well, they had it tipped. They had it stole, and they just bounce it off one another, and it just rolls to the Mount Vernon girl, and then down inside, and Callie Rhodes has to foul her.
Taylor Gaddy checks in for Mount Vernon. I think Bieber triggers it in. There's the inbound, and Lannon tips it.
Okay.
Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast.
If you fall asleep here, they'll let you inside.
Top of the key, down low to Schubert.
That's a walk.
Misses the shot. Gill fighting for the rebound, and Gill is fouled. So the third team foul on Mount Vernon. And the third on Rogerson. So Rogerson comes in and picks up a quick third. Haase in for Seneca. I believe that's Mary Fields in for Mount Vernon. So Mount Vernon rolled the dice and lost a little bit. Seneca now rolling the dice here as they get it into Lannon. Being guarded by Bieber.
Take care of it on the way down.
Ball poked from behind, and it will stay Seneca basketball. Bieber harassing Lannon on the inbounds. Hancock to trigger it in front of the scorer's table.
No.
Into King. To Gill, top of the key. Gill going to drive. Got poked from behind by Fields.
Yeah, don't foul, Gill. You got two, let it go.
Bieber working against King. Kicks it in the corner. Down low to Schubert.
Straight up.
And Gill just picked up her third. And the team's fifth, so Mount Vernon will be in the bonus the last 46.5. Schubert goes to the line for two. Has Belamidic set to check in for Seneca. So they are trying to creep their way through this final 46 seconds. As Middick in for Gill. They don't bring Campbell back in because Campbell has two personals. Schubert goes 1 for 2 to make it 17-14. Seneca with 45 seconds to go here in the half.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Lannon being harassed by Bieber. Across the timeline she goes. Gets it poked out from behind. Will stay Seneca basketball as they trigger it in front of the Mount Vernon bench.
I'm about ready to go into coach mode, Ben.
Already, you're about to. You've been in coach mode. So they get it into Haase. Haase working against, I believe that's Fields. Gets a screen set. Haase going to drive. Nice bounce pass. Hancock was too far underneath the basket, but she gets fouled, so she'll go to the line for two. Fourth team foul on Mount Vernon and the second on Gaddy.
Here's when you need to take Haase out of the game. Just because you're getting ready to go to defense. You don't want to pick up number 3.
As Hancock hits the first free throw. One more coming, as that is the first free throw of the second quarter for Seneca. As Hancock hits both free throws to get the lead back up to 5 with 20 seconds to go here in the half. And Seneca looks like Darryl has gone zone here to try and save that foul for Haase.
Yeah, they've been in 2-3 zone for quite a while, but you just can't get stupid. Don't get stupid.
Under 5 seconds to go. Kick it out. Fields going to drive, puts up a long two, hits the bucket and is fouled.
Oh, Jolie.
There's 3 seconds left in the half. So our clock issues still are having issues.
Yeah.
As she gets the bucket and the foul. King picks up the foul, her first. There is 3 seconds left in the half. So she gets the bucket, this to make it a 2-point game with 3 seconds to go. As the free throw is good. 3-point play for Fields to make it 19-17. Hancock throws it long, and that will end the first half of play. At the end of one half, Seneca has a 19-17 halftime advantage. The halftime show sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy. Back after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Modern man does not like to think of God in terms of wrath, anger, and judgment. He likes to make God in his own idealism and give God the characteristics he wants him to possess.
So, what's so bad about that? Well, Billy Graham explained.
This modern God has the attributes of love, mercy, and forgiveness, but without justice. This means an absence of judgment and punishment for sin. To have meaning, man's life must be based upon law and a lawgiver. The Bible teaches that God is going to judge man. Today, Christ is our lawyer, our Savior, willing to forgive and to cleanse and forget. Secondly, you must receive Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you can receive Him right now and trust Him.
If you'd like to know more about that, go to findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
And we welcome you back as we're here at the halftime show sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy, a Seneca, a 19-17 halftime advantage. And Darryl, both teams had some open looks but struggled to hit. Seneca just a little bit better, and Seneca a little bit better from the free throw line as well.
Well, they're still in that diamond and one. Mount Vernon was. And they finally started setting the picks up there, and they're trying to pick and roll with Wade, and they got some good shots in there. And when you get out there, she gets that far away out there, it's hard to stay with her. She's fast enough, she's quick enough. She'd made couple good drives and a couple good bounce passes down inside. And we did a good job hitting free throws, taking the ball to the basket and hitting free throws.
Only 2 missed free throws for Seneca on the night.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what we were, like maybe 5 or 7 or 6 for 8, something like that.
6 for 8. 6 for 8. That's what I was trying to tally up. I can't tally it up and talk at the same time. I'm not that good a multitasker.
Well, no, 6 for 8, that's not bad.
Whereas Mount Vernon has missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their free throws. I mean, they hit 3 of them. They have the lead here, so Seneca doing a better job making their free throws count.
Yeah. We're taking the ball to the basket. We're getting opportunities to score. And when you can go to the free throw line and make free throws, make them pay, that's what you have to do. Hazy doesn't have to do. I think she's learning. She doesn't have to, drive in and throw something up. She's learning to cross over, dribble, take the ball to the basket, and finding the girls down inside. And she does a very good job of it. And if she learned how to do that, that's a learning stage. Once you learn how to do that, then your outside game opens up even more.
You look at scoring leaders for both teams. Emmy Schubert with 8 to lead all scorers for Mount Vernon, 4 for Cordy Hancock, and 4 for Olivia Hawsey for the Seneca Indians. Still about 4 minutes to go till we start the second half. Scoreboard working pending on that. Take a timeout and come back with the second half after this. KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out huddlespringschurchofchrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, "We want to go to heaven with you."
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and we're recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And we welcome you back as we get set for second half action at Seneca ball out of the timeout. The halftime show was sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy as Seneca ball here starts second half action. Up by 2. Low scoring first half here, Darryl. See if Seneca can maintain things. We didn't talk about foul trouble. Ball poked out from behind. It will stay with Seneca. Foul trouble for both teams. Aubrey Rogerson with 3 for Mount Vernon. Tegan Hoover with 2 and Taylor Gaddy with 2. So really none of their starters in foul trouble. It's their reserves. That's a tough shot for Haas. He can't get the shot to fall. And the rebound goes to Mount Vernon.
Ozzy a little bit anxious there. She's got to wait for that high pick and roll and set it up.
It's right wing side with it is Cloud. Back towards the left wing side and Bieber.
Still the 2-3 zone.
Schubert back top of the key, right wing side to Hoover. Bieber, left wing side, faking a 3 was Biddle. Now work it around to Bieber. Bieber drives, a little floater miss, gets her own rebound though. So rebound kicked out. Left wing 3 is good for Biddle. And Mount Vernon takes the lead back at 20-19.
No.
Lannon in the corner. Drives baseline, gets walled off, tries to kick it to Collinsworth. The ball's turned over. Mount Vernon basketball. Bieber with it. Kicks it in the left wing corner. Biddle back out top of the key to Cloud. Right wing side to Schubert. Yeah, I had the flasher there in Biddle. Decides not to go there. Now down low to Schubert. Nice spin move in the lane. Can't get the shot to fall, and the rebound to Olivia Wade. Lannon with it for Seneca. Front court to Haase and a timeout by Seneca. A full timeout with 6:24 to go in the third on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Bible says that our hearts are sinful, that it's full of evil imaginations.
Billy Graham.
The Bible says that our heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it? That's the reason Christ said, except a man is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of heaven. I ask you tonight, wouldn't you like to have a new heart? Wouldn't you like to have Christ tonight who can forgive the past, give you joy and peace in the present, and change your life for the future? He can do it if you let him. Give your life to Christ tonight. Let him give you a new heart. Make you a new person.
What Jesus Christ offers you is nothing short of revolutionary. If you're ready to surrender your life to him, we can help. Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
As the bucket is good for Mount Vernon. Darryl, did you see what number that was?
I believe that was 22.
Okay, which that was Cloud. As down low, Campbell trying to answer for Seneca, and she does. So all of a sudden we go a little bit helter-skelter here, and the ball kicked out of bounds to Seneca. 22-21, Mount Vernon, 5:44 to go here. Third quarter. Darryl, this game is setting up for a 30-29 final score.
Yeah, you never know.
Haase able to break through the pressure, maneuver around the defense. It rolls out, though, for Haase. She did everything right, just didn't get the bucket to fall.
Yeah.
So on the other end, Schubert hits the bucket as Wade went with the wing, and Schubert was left all alone.
Back out.
As Lannon with it for Seneca, being guarded by Bieber. Now to Wade. Wade drives, gets double teamed, and is fouled. So Wade will go to the free throw line for 2. It's the first team foul on Mount Vernon in the quarter. Biddle picks up her first. Well, that may be her second, actually, because it is her second.
It is her second. Yep.
because you have to reset the scoreboard, I thought about that, and I was like, they change it as Campbell checks out, Gill checks in. One more free throw here for Wade as she gets the second one to fall. Make it 24-22, Mount Vernon. 5:05 to go here in the third quarter. 2-3 zone here for the Lady Indians. Rogerson in there for Mount Vernon with those 3 personals. Bieber with a left wing side for Mount Vernon. Gonna pop a deep 3 and hits it because nobody goes out and guards her.
And that was about 10 feet behind the 3-point line.
Lannon being guarded by Bieber. Lannon gets it across the timeline. Has it poked away. Bieber trying to save it. Wade able to scrum forward it. And
good hustle.
They call a travel on Seneca.
Oh, my.
No, they're going to call a travel on. Oh, he pointed at Mount Vernon, but it was a travel on Wade, they said. It's Mount Vernon a 27-22 lead. 4:30 to go here in the third quarter.
Don't really agree with that call. But that's the call.
Schubert kicks it to Rogerson. Back in the corner to Bieber. She pops another 3. That's good, and if she gets going, it could be a long second half for Seneca. It's now Mount Vernon coming with some pressure. Bieber is able to break through. And now there was an elbow there, and they call a foul, I believe, on Olivia Wade. As Bieber gets elbowed. They're going to talk about it, and they're going to see if it's intentional, and I would not be surprised if they call intentional. As Bieber was harassing her down low. If it's intentional, it's 2 free throws and the ball. As Wade picks up the foul, and they are calling intentional. So Wade picks up her first, team's first. So 2 free throws in the ball. But you're going to have to get a different free throw shooter because Bieber's going to have to check out.
I'd have to look this on film because I thought Wade had the ball away from Bieber and trying to give it out, and I think Bieber went around her to get to the basketball.
As you have a different free throw shooter, and that's going to be Ida Miller. Bieber has been harassing her. And I think Wade got sick of it and decided to throw an elbow. So the first free throw rims out, one more coming. As King and Hancock in for Seneca. In for Lannon and Wade. One more free throw coming here for Ida Miller. As she missed them both. Even through the headphones, I just heard a Seneca fan yell, "Ball don't lie." But
yeah,
I mean, she did elbow her, so I don't necessarily.
When I thought they blew the foul, I thought they called the foul on Bieber going round Wade to get the ball.
Well, I saw the elbow, so that's not a huge surprise to me. As a right corner 3 for Mount Vernon, no good. Out rebounded, shot no good, and now Hancock comes away with it for Seneca. Almost lost it, and that is a carry. And the ball will go to Mount Vernon. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, sponsoring the broadcast. Mount Vernon almost has as many points in this quarter as they did in the entire first half. They have 13 points here in the third quarter, and there's still 3:45 to go, and they had 17 in the entire first half.
Yeah. Well, they've hit a few. I think they've hit a few threes on the outside.
3 threes.
Yeah.
So they get it in to Schubert. Schubert's shot was blocked. Gill comes away with it for Seneca. Gill in the front court. Picks up her dribble to King. King going to drive. Gets walled off. Trying to get it to Hawsey. Hawsey on the ground. Gill fighting for it. Jump ball. possession is going to give it to Mount Vernon. As things are getting a little bit feisty here at the moment, Darryl, with 3:28 to go here in the third quarter. Mount Vernon and King doing a good job of being a problem as knocks it out of bounds, trying to get it to Rogerson. As Ida Miller inbounds it from Mount Vernon. Now in the right corner, down low to Schubert. Schubert, right-handed layup is up and in. Count the bucket and the foul for Schubert. And Gill just picked up number 4. It may have been a foul, Darryl, but I don't like is the official on the baseline doesn't have a call, and this outside official is the one that calls it.
Yeah, if you watch it on film, she comes down with the arm.
I mean, like I said, it was a foul, but what I don't like is how the baseline official doesn't call that when that's his job.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like about it. It was a foul, don't get me wrong, by any stretch of the imagination. Schubert can't hit the free throw, though. Fight for the rebound goes to Mount Vernon. Free throw line jumper, no good. And Schubert fighting for the rebound, somehow got it and gets the bucket to fall. And all of a sudden, it's a 12-point lead here for Mount Vernon. So they have woken up a little bit as Haase goes to the rim as she is fouled. Second team foul on Mount Vernon and the first on Emmy Schubert. Haase to the line for 2, her first 2 free throws of the evening. As she misses the first one more coming. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust sponsoring the broadcast. As she missed them both. Campbell fought for the rebound, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Mount Vernon. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, and Mid-America Specialty Markets sponsoring the broadcast. As Seneca trying to get it in, gets it into Campbell. Campbell's jumper no good. King fought for the rebound, but coming away with it is Biddle. So get it in the front court to Hoover. Hoover back out top of the key to Ida Miller. Work it now to Biddle. Trying to get it to a cutter. Gets walled off, able to get it back top of the key to Schubert. That's an open 3, and that's good. And all of a sudden, Mount Vernon has come alive here in the quarter, especially Emmy Schubert.
They're hitting shots.
She has 9 points in the quarter herself as a foul on Rogerson, who just picked up her 4th, team's 3rd. Mount Vernon has as many points in this quarter as they did the entire first half.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they have more.
Yeah,
they have 20 points.
20.
Yeah. Seneca gets it into Lannon. In the corner to Haase. Got it a fake. A long 2, no good. Lannon and Hancock fighting for the rebound, and coming away with it is Mount Vernon, trying to get it to Schubert, and then stepping on the end line to Schubert. So the ball goes back to Seneca as Taylor Gaddy and Madison Rinker in for Mount Vernon. It's a 20-point quarter for Mount Vernon, and Seneca has 3 points. That's how this lead has ballooned from down 2 to up 15. Nice bounce pass. Left-handed layup is no good, though. And the rebound to Mount Vernon. Jolie King did everything right. The finish was the only thing that went missing for Seneca.
That was perfect. I mean, she did everything good.
Schubert being guarded by Campbell, top of the key. Now left wing Schubert kicks it in the corner to Fields. Down low, bounce pass. They try and save it, and it's out of bounds to Seneca. Everett at the Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. A thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. And to keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports, as Lannon gets fouled, and she will go to the free throw line for 2. Lannon 3 of 4 from the free throw line here today. Not sure who the foul was on. Waiting on a number. It is on Schubert, her second. Schubert was 17 on the night. So here comes the first free throw for Lannon, and it rattles around and goes in as I think Callie Rhodes checks in for Seneca.
The reason you hit the top. See the top of the rim. Top of the front of the rim. It'll hang around. Good things happen.
As Lannon hits the second one, Errol, she must be taking your advice. She is 5 of 6 from the free throw line here today.
Well, that's better. Free throw line, that's about the only thing.
1:20 to go here in the third quarter. 37-24 Mount Vernon. Seneca may have accidentally woken up a sleeping giant in the third quarter.
They've hit a few shots. Oh, the back cut.
It's a right-handed layup up and in for Rinker, and she's fouled by King. King picks up her second, team's third. Chance to complete the three-point play here for Madison Rinker.
Charlie went for the steal out front, got caught with the back pick, got caught on the back cut.
So the free throw is up. No good. Long rebound goes to Hancock for Seneca. It's a dangerous pass. Campbell, 18-footer, no good. And Rhodes, I think, picks up an offensive foul. Fourth team foul. Rhodes picks up her second. Rhodes is a big body out there, but
yeah,
that one was more like a bowling ball.
Yeah, someone got in her way, and she just tried to run over top of her and push her out of the way. Can't do that.
50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Mount Vernon up 15. Schubert, a big part of the reason why it went from down 2 to up 15 for Mount Vernon, and them hitting the three ball is another reason why, as Ida Miller hits the three. To make it an 18-point advantage, and they've racked up the defensive pressure as well as Rhodes has it tipped from behind. It will stay Seneca basketball, though. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast. Hancock to trigger it in left baseline. Into Rhodes. Has it poked away. On the ground. A fight for it. Bodies go everywhere again. And jump ball possession will leave it with Seneca this time. Tell you what, Daryl, this is becoming more and more like a football game.
The ball's on the ground. You got to get on it.
Hancock to inbound again into Campbell. To Hancock, little floater in the lane, no good. And a good box out there by Schubert. Gets it to Ida Miller. Ida Miller being guarded by Lannon. They work it to Fields. Ball tipped. Schubert down low in the paint and banks it in for Mount Vernon. What a quarter for her. And it's a 20-point advantage for Seneca, or excuse me, for Mount Vernon, as we are at the end of three. 44-24 your score at the end of three here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Newmac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is newmac.com or 417-451-1515. Newmac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. with ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back as Seneca forced a jump ball there, so it will go back Indian possession as Mount Vernon actually had the ball to start the quarter. And Darrell, that was a 27-point quarter for Mount Vernon as I think King picks up a blocking foul, so she'll go to the line for 2. First team foul on Mount Vernon.
I call it on the floor.
They're saying it's on the floor, but it's the first team foul on Mount Vernon and the third on Taylor Gaddy. If it's a blocking foul, how is it on the floor? I never understood that.
I was on the drive.
Ah, okay.
Wasn't on the shot.
Haase, top of the key. Haase, 2 field goals in the contest, and that's it. Mount Vernon has done a good job shutting her down. She missed that one short, and the rebound goes to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon outscored Seneca there in the third quarter, 27-5. Ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay Mount Vernon basketball.
Yeah, they got hot on the outside, Mount Vernon did. They got hot and couldn't miss.
11 points in the quarter for Schubert. She has 19 in the contest. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden. Schubert got her shot blocked, and then it's tipped around, and they call a foul, a timeout by Mount Vernon with 7:08 to go. Mount Vernon up 20 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Cheyenne Bieber going to the free throw line, hits the first free throw. One more coming for her. She hit 2 threes in that quarter and hits both free throws there to extend the lead. Seneca working against full court pressure here. King in the front court for the Lady Indians. It's a screen set for her by Wade. Kicks out to Haase. Haase, a deep 3, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound and gets it back up and in. Good effort there for Haase.
Yep.
It's on the other end, 2 Mount Vernon players almost collide. They're able to get it back down low to Schubert. Schubert gets the bucket to fall. She now has 21 on the evening with 6:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Free throw line, Wade, her jumper no good. Collinsworth a rebound, and Collinsworth is fouled. Second team foul on Mount Vernon. I didn't see what number they called.
There's 2 of them there together, so I couldn't tell, Ben.
As the foul is the first on Cloud. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust sponsoring the broadcast as Haase able to draw the foul there, and she will go to the free throw line for 2. Third team foul on Mount Vernon and the second on Cloud. Haase has started to be aggressive here in the fourth quarter. Gets the first free throw and a timeout by Seneca with 6:22 to go here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, Pro Lube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
Pro Lube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have pre-arranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
One more free throw coming for Olivia Haas at Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. May visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Haase goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line that trip. She's now up to 8 points on the evening, and a foul. Are they calling it on Jolie King?
Yeah.
King picks up her third, team's second.
She's just a little late getting there, yeah.
So that third quarter is what's going to end up being the difference in the contest here, Daryl.
Yeah.
So they get it in to Bieber. Bieber working against Haase, and Bieber is fouled. So she'll go to the free throw line for 2. Haase picks up her third. But you think about when she picked up her second, Daryl, that's...
Yeah, over 2 quarters without picking up a foul. That's pretty good for Haase. She's getting better at that.
Bieber to the line for 2. Misses the first one. One more coming. Thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. A sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians as Bieber goes 1 for 2 that trip. Lannon with it for Seneca. In the front court, gets it to Wade. She has plenty of room if she had decided she wanted to try and shoot that. King gonna drive. Kick out to Collinsworth. Picks up her dribble, back out to King. King gonna pop a deep 2, and that's no good. Collinsworth, an offensive rebound, goes back up. Can't get it to fall.
Go again.
Another offensive rebound, and Collinsworth gets that one to fall as Collinsworth gets her name in the score sheet. On the other end, right-handed layup up and in for Hoover.
Someone got lost.
5:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon up 51-30. Haase going to drive against Schubert, and she gets the bucket and the foul as Schubert picks up her third, team's fourth here in the quarter. Haase has kind of asserted herself here in the quarter, Daryl.
Well, like I say, she gets that up there with the high pick and roll. She's hard to stay with.
She gets the free throw as well. And she now is in double figures. On the other end, right-handed layup and trying to answer with a three-point play of their own is Mount Vernon. As Hoover gets the bucket and the harm. Lannon picks up her first personal. Fourth team foul. And, Daryl, I don't know how that's Ashton's first foul of the game.
Well, I don't either. The referees are not really watching her very much.
Hoover trying to complete the three-point play here for Mount Vernon. And she missed it short, and they're going to say it never touched the rim. Lane violation on Wade. So another attempt at it.
On Wade?
For Hoover. They said he's given the 0 sign, so it must have been on Wade. And she can't take advantage. Free throw's no good anyways. Haase going to drive to the hole. Left-handed layup up and in for Haase. She has 9 points in the quarter. She has 13 for the contest as she's working hard against Bieber, and then a blocking foul on Jolie King. King just picked up her fourth, team's fifth, so Bieber to the line for 2. That is the 5th team foul, so 2 free throws are coming. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports. Bieber's first free throw is good. One more coming as Dalen Campbell in for Jolie King. Aubrey Rogerson in for Mount Vernon, in for Isabel Cloud. So here comes the second free throw for Bieber, and she missed it short. Wade the rebound for Seneca. With 4:50 to go here in the contest. Seneca, the biggest quarter of the game so far, still 5 minutes to go. As Lannon is fouled on the play by Biddle. Biddle picks up her third, team's fifth. So both teams are going to be shooting a lot of free throws the final 4:45.
Yeah.
Because both teams are in the bonus. And there's still a long ways to go in this one. As the first one's nothing but net for Lannon. One more coming. Having at the Neosho Daily News, wish the Seneca Indians good luck. So here comes the second free throw. And that one's missed long. 4:40 to go here in the contest. It's an 18-point advantage for Mount Vernon. They're double teaming Bieber. That usually leaves somebody else open, and then it's kicked out of bounds off of Daylon Campbell. Mount Vernon did a good job passing it around, just went at the feet of Schubert.
Yeah, come off her feet, off Daylon Campbell. Looked like a pinball down there for a minute, bouncing around.
As Bieber to trigger it in left baseline for Mount Vernon. It's in the left corner. An open three is good for Rogerson.
Everything's going in.
It's her first points of the night. As Hazy gets a screen set for her. Pick and roll. Wade, free throw line, back to Hazy. Hazy somehow
there you go.
Splits the gap and gets the bucket to fall.
Oh, no.
As
You
on
got to
the
get back.
Other end, right-handed layup is missed. Fight for the rebound. Goes to Rogerson. That shot's missed. And it's out of bounds off of Seneca. A 3:57 to go. And Darryl, that's about the fourth different trip that Seneca has lost Hoover off the inbounds play. They just got away with one there as they get it into Schubert. Schubert's shot was blocked by Hazy, but they're going to say Hazy got her arm, picks up her fourth. So Schubert to the line for two. She only has 2 points here in the quarter. I say only.
Only.
She's got 21 in the game. So
yeah, she's a handful down inside.
She is only a sophomore, folks. The first one rattles in. About the one thing that has gone wrong for her today is her free throw shooting.
There ain't a whole lot.
As she goes 2 for 2 that trip. Timeout, Mount Vernon with 3:56 to go in the contest here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
And we welcome you back as Seneca ball out of the timeout. Hazy with it. Hazy.
Cross.
She has 11 points in the quarter by herself. She has 11 of the 14 for Seneca in the quarter as Campbell banks it
There
in
you go.
for the Lady Indians. Campbell now with 8 on the night. If you're Hazy, you want to be aggressive, but you also want to be careful because you got 4 personals. Left-handed layup is up and in for Rogerson.
Left. Yeah, you got 3 of you down there.
Collinsworth left wing side, down low to Campbell.
There you go. Go score again.
And Campbell now in double figures for the Lady Indians as well. The ball tipped away. Lannon kicks it back to Collinsworth. That's a long 2. Her foot was on the line. And the rebound to Schubert. Bieber kicks it to Rogerson down low. Shot no good. And it is kept in by Mount Vernon. Bieber
You don't need three of you on one person.
Works it around. I think that's Biddle with it now. Schubert in the left corner. Seneca trying to trap, and Campbell steals it away. Lannon with it for Seneca.
Let's go.
Lannon in the front court. Drives.
I don't know what that was.
And it's a turnover. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Now Bieber going to go up for the right-handed layup. Up and in. As Hazy with it for Seneca. Gets a screen set. Kicks it to Collinsworth. Collinsworth pulls up. The jumper is short. Fight for the rebound. On the ground goes Collinsworth, and Mount Vernon comes away with it. Rogerson goes up, got her shot blocked by Wade, and it's tipped out of bounds off of, they're going to say it's actually off of Mount Vernon, as 4 new Indians check in. McKaylee Mitchell, Bella Middick, Marilyn Gill, and
Kayla Mitchell
are the 4 that checked in for Seneca, and it's a hockey line change for Mount Vernon as well with 2:03 to go.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'll try and say them as I see them. For Mount Vernon, I know Mary Fields is one of them. Rogerson, I think, is still out there for Mount Vernon. Hazy kicks it to Gill. Gill, right wing, gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell pulls up a long 2, missed it short. Fight for the rebound goes to Mount Vernon and Rogerson. Rogerson kicks it back out as Ida Miller was another one of the changes for Mount Vernon. Rinker in there as well for the Lady Mountaineers. Back top of the key. Driving is Gaddy. Left corner 3 is missed. And Bailey Edwards. When did Bailey Edwards? She's the one that checked in that I missed. As Callie Rhodes in for Olivia Hazy. Hazy had herself quite the quarter. She had 11 points in the fourth quarter, probably done for the night with 15.
Oh, yeah.
With 1:18 to go here in the fourth. Fields loses it, gets it back. Swings it to Ida Miller. Now left wing, I believe that's Rogerson. Back out, top of the key, down low to Fields. Nobody guards her. Can't get the layup to fall. It's tipped out of bounds off of Mount Vernon. For State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Osho Area Chamber of Commerce, Mid-America Specialty Markets, as all sponsors as Jocelyn Liss and Isabella Hernandez check in for Mount Vernon. With 1 minute to go here in the contest. Mount Vernon is going to improve to 4-3 in Big 8 play. Seneca going to fall to 0-7 as Gill has the ball stripped away. Going for the layup is Fields, and Fields is hit hard. So she'll go to the line for 2. Gill just fouled out. Trying to make up for her mistake is Cordy Hancock. Will check in for her. So Fields, 3 points on the night, trying to add to that for Mount Vernon as she misses the first free throw. One more coming. Boys action 15 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And that might be the only action you get all week. As Fields misses both free throws, but an offensive rebound and putback is no good. And now McKaylee Mitchell comes away with it, and they call a foul on Mount Vernon. So Mitchell will go to the free throw line for 2. So we just trade ends here. As the foul is on Fields, her first. This almost has the feels of that East Newton game where all we were doing, we're exchanging free throws there for about 5 minutes.
Back and forth. No time was running off the clock.
First free throw by Mitchell is short. One more coming. Boys game should be an exciting one. Both teams fighting for district seeding and to improve to above 500 in Big 8 play as Mitchell misses them both. And the rebound goes to Ida Miller. Trying to get it to Fields. Fields is fouled on the play by Rhodes as Rhodes runs her over and then runs her into the official making the call.
Just kind of pushes her out of bounds.
Fields 0 for 2 here in the quarter. See if she can get some free throws to fall if you're a Mount Vernon fan. The first free throw is no good. One more coming. She completed the three-point play, but she has struggled from the free throw line here tonight. She is now 1 of 5 and 1 of 6. 1 of 7, excuse me.
Yeah.
Rhodes with it for Seneca. It's a screen set for her by Mitchell to Bailey Edwards. Edwards, top of the key, gets it to Hancock. Hancock going to pop one, no good. Rhodes an offensive rebound with 10 seconds to go in the game. Hancock with it. Hancock going to pop a three, that's no good, and the rebound goes to Mount Vernon as Fields is going to end the game with a layup. 65-42 your final score here. Mount Vernon improves to 11-13 overall, 4-3 in Big 8 play. Seneca falls to 6-17 overall, 0-7 in Big 8 play. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Take a timeout, come back and wrap up this contest here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Historians will probably call this present era in the Western world that we're living in the age of anxiety.
Billy Graham.
This generation is dying not from external pressures, but from internal combustion. In other years, men feared death. Today, they seem to fear life. God has never promised to remove our troubles, problems, and difficulties, but God has promised His peace, a sense of assurance and security in the midst of trouble and conflict. What we need to do is to get our eyes on Christ, idolize Him, worship Him. He will never fall nor fail. Be that kind of a follower of Christ. And you can say with Paul, for me to live is Christ. His grace, His peace, His assurance, His security will be mine.
It's easy to let troubles distract you from the joy and peace that Jesus offers. We can help you get your focus back on Jesus. Visit us at findpeacewithgod.net or the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10-plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
And we welcome you back. 65-42, your final score. Two players in double figures for Mount Vernon. Emmy Schubert with 23, Cheyenne Bieber with 14, and that's kind of what you expected, Daryl.
Yeah, I mean, she's a stud for Mount Vernon. But I'm telling you what, she makes Mount Vernon run, but when she got injured or something, had to set the bench, they came out and started hitting threes. They got some girls on there that can shoot, and I got a feeling they're young girls, too, and they're going to be seeing them next year as well.
I mean, the third quarter is what did in this Seneca team, a 27-5 third quarter for Mount Vernon. You talk about the threes, Daryl. There was 5 made threes in the third quarter for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, like I said, they came out in that third quarter and got hot from the outside. Once you get hot from the outside, you extend the defense out, and now there's a big girl in the middle, Schubert. Let her, do what she needs to do down inside, and it was tough. When you hit the baskets from the outside, you open up the inside.
Olivia Haase with 15. She finished with 11 in the fourth quarter alone for Seneca. 10 for Daylin Campbell as well. Good to see both of them. Haase kind of there in the fourth quarter, took over, said nuts to this. I'm going to just take things to the basket. Got to the free throw line as well for her. And then Campbell, good to see her get rolling there a little bit in the second half as well.
When Haase gets going, Haase's fast enough. She's tough to stay with. You give her that high pick and roll, and Wade's got to learn to roll just a little bit better. But give her that high pick and roll, and you give her options and stuff, and she can get going, and that opens up for Daylin Campbell down inside.
Take a timeout. When we come back, we'll start to preview the boys' action and what is a wild Big 8 conference. Back with the boys' preview after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A radical change is needed in every person to find true or real fulfillment in this life, to be acceptable to God, to enter God's kingdom.
Billy Graham on why being a good person is not enough to save you.
What's wrong? The Bible tells us. The Bible says the thing that is wrong is that we have a disease. It affects the whole human race all over the world, and the disease is called sin.
Sin separates us from God, but there is hope. God promises to forgive our sins if we follow Jesus, his Son.
Do you know Christ? God can give you a whole new life, a transformation that you never dreamed existed if you let him.
You can learn more about getting to know Jesus at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
And we welcome you back. Your countdown to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca. I'm Ben Wolcott. Coach Daryl Harbaugh, once he's done chatting with some people, will be joining us once again. It is a wild Big 8 conference, and a lot of it can be explained in a couple of short words. Mount Vernon comes in 14-8 overall, 3-3 in Big 8 play. Seneca 8-12 overall, 3-3 in Big 8 play. Mount Vernon beat Cassville 52-51 on Monday. They also have beaten East Newton, but fallen to Aurora. Seneca lost by 2 to Aurora, beat a very good Lamar team last Friday night, and probably should have beaten Aurora a couple weeks ago. Monette has lost to Mack County on Friday night, and then they had just beaten Nevada last Tuesday night. So I believe Aurora is still the lone undefeated team in conference play. It may come down to Aurora and Nevada, but if you look at the district, there is still a lot to be decided. Aurora right now probably the 1, Cassville or Mount Vernon the 2 due to their head-to-head win over East Newton. East Newton the 3, Monette the 4, Seneca the 5, Cassville the 6. But don't be surprised if there's 1, 2, or 5 upsets in that district because everybody is so evenly matched. Take another timeout. Come back with the starting lineups. After this, you count down to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca, here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationship.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
And we welcome you back. Your starting lineups here tonight, sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Once again, these are your predicted starters. Both teams have new coaches here this year as well. A senior number 3, Julian Hernandez. A senior number 12, Jarrett Zerby. A junior number 15, Hunter Conway. A junior number 21, Lucas Shane. And a junior number 33, Hunter Dawson. The head coach is Ryan Worley in his first year at Mount Vernon. Blake Adelman and Joel Barber are his assistants. For Seneca, Zane Grotjohn, Tyrone Harris, Jagger Wilson, Don Brown are probably your projected starters. Roman Miller, Caden Klaus are probably in that list as well for these two teams. Seneca 8-12, 3-3 in Big 8 play. Seneca has wins over Monette, Cassville, and Lamar, with losses to East Newton 49-41, Nevada 57-41, and Aurora 68-66. For Mount Vernon, they come in 14-8 overall, 3-3 in Big 8 play. Mount Vernon's 3 wins are over McDonald County 65-31. They also beat East Newton 42-37, Cassville 52-51. They lost to Lamar 80-74, Aurora 61-51, and they beat Monette. They might be 4-2, excuse me. I think they're 4-2 in Big 8 play. Seneca 3-3, because they have beaten Monette, Mack County, East Newton, and Cassville, while falling to Aurora and Lamar. And Darryl, it's kind of interesting. We talked about how topsy-turvy this Big 8 is. Mount Vernon's 2 losses to Aurora 61-51. Seneca lost to them on the last-second buzzer beater, game that Seneca probably feels like they should have won.
Right.
Lost to Lamar 87-4. Seneca beat Lamar 66-63. So it's fairly even, I guess, is the best way of putting it across the board.
It is. I mean, who can get hot at the right time? Who can have the best? Who can limit the other team's field goal attempts? That means block out, play defense, block out, and limit them to one shot down the trip. And then it's turn the ball over, turnovers. Can you take care of the basketball, move the basketball you need to, and get open shots?
Seneca on a 3-game winning streak against this Mount Vernon team. And basketball, you think about football as well. Baseball finally snapped an all-sports streak last year as Mount Vernon beat them in the district semifinals before falling to Aurora in that district championship game. But Seneca has had Mount Vernon's number. Seneca 4-3 at home, Mount Vernon 4-3 on the road. Both teams average about the same number of points, 54 for Seneca, 53 for Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon gives up 61, while Mount Vernon gives up 50. Should be a fun one here tonight between these two teams. I already went over the district standings, and I already said that don't be surprised if there's not 1, 2, or 5 upsets in that district tournament with how bunched together all 6 of those teams are.
I'm sure that when it's all said and done, you could probably just put them in a barrel and dump the names out, and whatever comes out, it's going to be about the same.
And both these teams, Darryl, under first-year head coaches, and I think both these teams are finally starting to find their stride. Mount Vernon had a little bit more time to get things going just due to the fact that they lost in the state quarterfinals to Seneca compared to Seneca getting to the state championship game.
Right. It is. I don't know. They're both good teams. They both have good athletes. And it's getting right now. I mean, all that's said and done is you got a week or 2 head start. That doesn't mean nothing now. We're in the bottom of February, and it's time for crunch time.
Yeah, I mean, you look at both these teams, Darryl, and I think Seneca, you look at Jagger Wilson. I think a lot of Jagger Wilson, if he can get going, he's seeming to build more and more confidence as we go along. If he can hit those output shots, it just gives Zane Grotjohn more and more open looks.
That's the thing about it, him with Harrison Grotjohn out there. He's going to get some looks, and he's going to get some open looks. And if he can hit the shot on the outside, that's going to make the rest of the team's job a whole lot better, especially down inside with Don Brown.
So I was right on my starters for Seneca. It is Grotjohn, Harris, Wilson, Klaus, and Brown here this evening. So Schulte does not get the start. Jagger Wilson has kind of moved into that starting role for Seneca. And the last couple of years, Schulte has done a good job coming off the bench, being that 6th man. And it's looking like he's coming into his own once again. And that as the 233s go out at Dawson and Klaus. And Mount Vernon comes away with the tip, and the road greens going right to left across your computer screen in the first half. Seneca left to right in the home whites.
2-3 defense starting off, boys.
They get it down that short corner. There's your skip pass that you always talk about. Get it back to Hernandez. Now work it around right wing side to Conway.
Looks like they like the high-low thing. Mount Vernon does.
Jumper no good. Offensive rebound and putback is up and in for Hunter Dawson.
Yeah, that's the ones you got to block out right there.
So an early 2-0 lead. I mean, Seneca did a good job of forcing up a tough jumper, but they weren't able to box out. Screen by Brown. Harris kicks it to Grotjohn. Looks like a little man-to-man defense here.
Yeah.
And the floater up and in for Grotjohn, and we're tied at 2.
He's tough to stay with. He's long, he's lanky. He can get a shot off down inside. You give him room.
Conway with it for Mount Vernon. Work it around left wing to Shane. Dump it down low. Kick it in the right corner. Free throw line back out top of the key to Hernandez. Hernandez free throw line jumper is airballed, but they're able to save it. Grotjohn able to tip it to Klaus. Klaus to Brown. Brown running. Nice dump pass down low to Wilson, and then Wilson gets fouled. So Wilson will go to the free throw line for 2.
Well, that's good. Yeah, go ahead.
First team foul on Mount Vernon, and the first on Dawson.
That was a good job by Grotjohn getting the pass. Mount Vernon kid tried to throw it back in, tipped it. Grotjohn couldn't catch it, but he could tip it over.
So first free throw no good for Wilson. One more coming.
This is a good chance to get going here. Free throws here. Get your stroke working.
Missed them both. Klaus gets the offensive rebound for Seneca.
Good hustle by Klaus.
And they left Grotjohn open, which is a mistake. And all 5 here for Seneca in the early going. 6:20 to go, first quarter.
It looks like Seneca is just begging them to see if they can beat them shooting the threes, going zone. They're trying to pack it in for the 2 big guys down inside.
Well, you think about it, as a right wing, Hernandez shuffled his feet. The ball will go back to Seneca. But you think about it, Daryl, Cassville, Eli Stokes, Don Brown, we think was sick because he wasn't in the building.
Right.
But, Klaus did a good job there. Roman Miller did a good job of able to work against that big man. And now you have Don Brown back, and so that just helps yourself even more. It's Grotjohn with it for Seneca. He's going to drive. Nobody stops him, and he gets the floater to go. He's got all 7 here for Seneca.
There's that floater. It's tough. He is tough to handle when he gets it going.
Zerby almost had the ball tipped away by Wilson. Work it right wing side to Shane. Now to the left wing and Zerby. Zerby back. Work it right wing side to Shane. Back top of the key. Right wing Shane. A deep 3 is no good, but an offensive rebound for Dawson. They work it back around. Hernandez kicks it to Shane. Back left wing side to Zerby. Free throw line to Conway. Tipped out. Driving the lane. A little floater too tall on the rebound to Harris. And Darryl, Grotjohn has all 7 so far for Seneca, but if you can get Harris, Wilson, somebody else to complement Grotjohn, that's when the Seneca team really becomes dangerous, as Harris will go to the free throw line for 2. As we'll see who the foul is on. It's the second team foul on Mount Vernon. It's the first on Hunter Conway.
Well, yeah, you get Zane going, and they have to pay attention to Zane. Then that opens up everyone else. It'll open up the inside.
Harris taking his time here at the free throw line. So the first free throw is up and in.
There you go. Make free throws.
It's very deathly quiet, so sometimes as an announcer it makes you wonder if they can hear you.
Well, they probably can. One sitting close enough can, but.
As here comes the second one for Harris. Schulte set to check in. A missed free throw. A rebound goes to Dawson for Mount Vernon. That's kind of been the one bugaboo for Seneca all year long, Darryl, is free throw shooting. That has cost them some games as the 3 no good. The other bugaboo is the offensive rebound, because that's 4 points off of rebounds as Lucas Shane gets the bucket to go.
Yeah.
All 4 points for Mount Vernon are off of rebounds.
Offensive rebounds. That's it. They've got to be one and done. If you want to win, the other team needs to be one and done.
Harris, free throw line, kicks out to Klaus. Free throw line jumper for Klaus, and that's good. And Daryl, if you get a bucket or two from Klaus, I think that's more than expected.
Yeah.
It's on the other end. Kick out, left corner 3, and that's good for Lucas Shane. He's got 5 here for Mount Vernon. It's a 3-point lead for Seneca halfway through quarter number 1. Harris going to drive, then decides against it, pops a 3 of his own, and that's good for Harris. He's got 4, and the lead is up.
See if we can't play a little better defense on the outside.
As they dump it down low. Right-handed layup is up and in for Dawson.
He's tough when he gets the ball down there that close.
Harris going to drive, kick out to Brown. Brown going to pop a 3, no good. He's got to hit every one of those every once in a while to keep him honest.
Yeah, even shoot one every once in a while.
As left wing, Shane, another open 3, and that is good. As he has 8 here in the first quarter, and the lead's 1 with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. You think about that Aurora game, Seneca had a chance. The 3 for Harris is good, and this has been a good first quarter. But you think about that Aurora game, Daryl, Tyrone Harris probably kicking himself a little bit because Seneca potentially had the last shot of the game, but it was poked away. Nice back cut, reverse layup up and in for Shane. Shane has 10 of the 14 here for Mount Vernon in the first quarter.
I could see that coming a mile away, and I started growling, Ben. Sorry.
Harris with it for Seneca. Gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn down low, trying to dump it further down low to Klaus, and it's out of bounds to Mount Vernon. Roman Miller, Jay Schulte in for Seneca. Hudson Gaddy and Luke Robbins in for Mount Vernon. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. Grotjohn had the first 7 for Seneca. Harris has had the last 7 as a missed shot, and Grotjohn comes away with it for the Indians. To Brown. Back to Grotjohn, gets a screen set, and now you have a mismatch as Robin and down low, Brown working against the smaller defender, can't get the bucket to fall. They got the mismatch they wanted.
Yep.
Just couldn't hit the bucket. Shane is going to drive. His jumper is good, and Shane has had himself quite the first quarter. He has 12 of the 16 for Mount Vernon as Klaus subbed out, and he's going to sub back in shortly. Schulte back to Harris, top of the key. Harris, he's going to drive. Nobody blocked him. He gets the bucket to fall.
There you go. Took it to the basket very well. Beat his man off the dribble. Nobody stopped over.
Shane going to pop a 3. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's on the ground. Schulte somehow comes out with it. Gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn right-handed a layup up and in, and this has been a combination of Grotjohn and Harris in the quarter for Seneca. And you talk about, Daryl, you want to have 20-point quarters. As the ball tipped, Harris fights for it, and it is out of bounds off of Seneca. Good effort there for the Indians. Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, sponsoring the broadcast, as I believe Caden Clausen for Seneca, Hunter Conway in for Mount Vernon. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. Got to watch these inbounds plays as they're trying to get it in to Robbins. They work it around now. Left corner, Robbins with it. Swing it too tall, and it went to head coach Skip Brock of the Indians.
He made a good catch, too.
So Seneca will be looking for one shot here to end the first quarter. Schulte to trigger it into Harris. I want to thank our other sponsors, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, Four-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Mid-America Specialty Markets. Seneca going for the final shot of the quarter. It's a hard screen set, gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn with 7, kicks it to Miller. Free throw line to Schulte, down low, nice pass.
Yeah.
Klaus with the bucket there for Seneca. They were all surrounding Grotjohn and Harris, and a nice pass in traffic from Schulte, and Seneca has a 22-16 lead at the end of 1 here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Well, what kind of a man or woman should you be if you're going to be used of God?
Billy Graham.
The man God uses will have a love for his brothers and sisters in the ministry. Jesus said, "By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, and that ye have love one to another. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you." And then secondly, we're to serve one another. Jesus said, "Whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be the servant of all." Our Lord washing the disciples' feet. We should be servants of one another. Thirdly, we're to be patient with each other. The servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men. Paul said in 1 Thessalonians 5, be patient with each other.
Patience, service, love. These are the qualities of a true servant of God. Learn more at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
As we start the second quarter, Seneca with the ball up by 6, 22-16. That was a good first quarter. It was heavy in Grotjohn and Harris, as the 3 is no good, and the rebound goes to Robbins of Mount Vernon. But Daryl Caden Klaus had a couple big buckets there for Seneca.
Yeah, and good passes to him, and everybody's contributing.
So it gets by the timeline, and it will go out of bounds. It would have been a backcourt violation anyway, so the ball goes to Seneca. A thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. A timeout by Mount Vernon. 30-second timeout with 7:31 to go here in the half on the KNEO Sports Network.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
And we welcome you back. Seneca ball up 6, 22-16, 7:31 to go here in the first half. So they will trigger it in left baseline with Grotjohn. As there is music. Okay, they shut it off. I was going to say, there's music playing. I think there's music slightly playing still. As Harris with it for Seneca, drives, got a shot partially blocked. Gets it back though. Harris going to drive and lost his own dribble, and they're going to talk about it because they don't have any clue.
I think it went off his foot, Mount Vernon's foot.
I thought it went off of Harris's foot, to be honest with you. And since they don't know, they're going to do a jump ball, and the possession arrow is in Mount Vernon's favor. I mean, that is the thing to do if you don't know.
If you don't know.
But
nobody saw it. It's a jump ball.
As Mount Vernon basketball, top of the key. Swing it left wing side to Conway. Back to the right wing side to Smiles. Trying to dump it down low, kick it back out to Hernandez. Free throw line down low, left-handed layup.
Yeah.
Up and in for Luke Robbins.
2-3 zone. You cannot let them penetrate right down the middle. Split the defense.
Schulte with it for Seneca. Dumps it to Brown. Kicks out to Klaus. Fakes the handoff to Grotjohn. Back to Schulte. Gets a screen set. Kicks it to Grotjohn. Right wing. Back to Harris. Top of the key. Harris drives. Got bumped. No call.
Yeah, got bumped pretty good.
And the rebound to Mount Vernon and Smiles.
It's going to have to be a little bit more.
As Hernandez tries to pop a three, and that's good. And a quick 5-0 spurt here to start the quarter gets the lead down to 1. Klaus, right wing, back to Schulte. Schulte gets it to Brown, hands off to Grotjohn. Grotjohn trying to answer, missed it long. And the rebound to Mount Vernon. As Hernandez with it for the Mountaineers, kicks it around, but they're able to maintain possession. Left wing, Conway with it. Shane not out there. Shane, a big first quarter for Mount Vernon. Dump it down low. Good job there. Tipping it out of bounds by Harris as Wilson in for Harris for the Indians.
Mount Vernon trying to go high-low in the short corner. Let the big kids work on the inside.
I believe that's Hernandez triggering it in right baseline. So they get it in, top of the key to Conway. Work it to Smiles. Now Hernandez. Back top of the key. Work it left wing. Conway, there's your short corner.
Yep.
Kick it cross court to Hernandez. Fakes the three. Back top of the key, and the ball tipped and stolen by Schulte. Schulte kicks it to Wilson. Open three. Short. Brown tips it around. It's fought for. Mount Vernon comes away with it. Hernandez going one-on-one. Spin move in the lane, and he missed it, and a good job there boxing out by Wilson. In the front court, Schulte. Nice. Well, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. In between, it hit the rim, and the ball goes back to Mount Vernon. I think he was trying to dump it to Brown, but it hit the rim.
It looked like he was trying to dump it to Brown.
Right wing three is no good. It rimmed out, but an offensive rebound for Mount Vernon. So they work it back around to Conway. Conway, top of the key, Hernandez. His three is good. And Mount Vernon has their first lead of the night, 24-22. 4:30 to go here, 4:33 to go here in the first half on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
Seneca ball here. So they're able to break through the pressure. Get it back to Grotjohn. Works it to Harris, left wing side. Seneca has not scored here in the quarter. Almost halfway through. Grotjohn kicks it to Klaus. Back to Grotjohn, right wing side. In the corner to Wilson, an open three. And that's no good, and it goes off the top of the backboard and out. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Mount Vernon basketball. 8-0 run here to start the quarter as they almost lost it. Shane back in. Shane had himself quite the first quarter. He had 12 of their 16 as the jumper is good for Hernandez. He has 8 in the quarter.
Seneca went man-to-man that time for the first time.
Harris, top of the key. Nobody stops the drive. Right-handed layup up and in for Tyrone. It's Hernandez with it for Mount Vernon. Gets it to Zerby. Zerby working against Harris with 3:15 to go here in the first half. Hernandez now against Wilson. Fakes the three, drives. Little free throw line jumper is up and in for Dawson, who now has 6. Hernandez with it, Harris with it for Seneca. Fakes the screen, picks up his dribble to Grotjohn. Grotjohn, right wing, 3 short, but it almost works as a pass, and Brown misses the shot on the rebound. It's Hernandez driving against Wilson, got him in the air, can't get the shot to fall, tipped around. It's tipped out of bounds off of Mount Vernon. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO917 Sports. Jagger Wilson checks out for Seneca. Jay Schulte checks in. 4-point advantage here for Mount Vernon with 2:38 to go until halftime. Seneca only 2 points here in the second quarter, as they have done a good job of shutting down Harris and Grotjohn. Brown has it tipped away, but they call a foul on Mount Vernon. First team foul here in the quarter. The foul is on Luke Robbins, his first. Seneca does not have a personal foul in the game. Mount Vernon with 3 over 2 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
it's not a lot of fouling.
No, it's been pretty clean.
Seneca gets it into Schulte. Schulte down low to Brown, and he has it tipped away by Robbins. Brown looking for a foul, but a good tip by Robbins. So they work it around left corner. That's the right corner, Missed 3 there for Dawson. Rebound to Grotjohn for Seneca. Gets it to Harris, being guarded by Zerby. Harris going to go one-on-one. Nobody stops him, can't get the bucket to fall. Seneca has had about 5 open looks that haven't fallen. Hernandez throws it right to Grotjohn for Seneca. Grotjohn gets a screen set. Grotjohn going to drive and bank it in. That's his first points of the second quarter to cut the lead to 2. With 1:30 to go here in the first half. Hernandez with it for Mount Vernon. Swings it to Shane. Down low, kick out. Shane, an open 3. Missed it, and the rebound goes to Harris. See if Seneca can run the floor here. Harris kicks out to Grotjohn. Grotjohn in the lane. Nobody stopped him. I think he was surprised how wide open he was, and still gets the little floater to fall.
Yeah, there's that little half floater, half runner, half something. I don't know what it is, but it's all the way down through the net. I know that.
Shane with it for Mount Vernon. Skips it cross court. Is driving. They kick it in the corner. Open 3 is airballed, and the rebound to Klaus for Seneca. Schulte with it in the front court. Schulte kicks out to Harris. Harris's 3 is blocked, and the rebound goes to Mount Vernon, and it's Hernandez. Hernandez kicks it out. A right wing 3 is no good, and Klaus fights for the rebound. A jump ball will give it to Seneca as he fought with Hunter Dawson. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wishes Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. Newmac Electric, Brader's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast. Seneca going probably for 1 here, it looks like, Daryl.
I would say so. They're going to take their time, set up in a set, see if they can't get an open shot.
Aiden
rotation.
Crane, Roman Miller checked in for Seneca.
Yeah.
Which nobody's in foul trouble because Seneca doesn't have a foul in the first half. Schulte drives, and Schulte is fouled going to the hole, so Schulte will go to the free throw line for 2. Seneca 1 of 4 from the free throw line here tonight. Second team foul on Mount Vernon. It's the first on Zerby, and to be honest, Daryl, that looked like a lot of ball to me.
That's pretty good defense. Must have got him with a body early or something on the way up.
Schulte misses the first one. 1 more coming. This to give Seneca a lead going in. I don't want to say going into halftime, but
because got 8 seconds.
Yeah, as he hits it. Mount Vernon basketball. They kick it in the corner. Grosjean almost the steal. Crane the steal to Schulte. Trying to get it to Grosjean. It won't count if it goes, as that ends the first half of play. Entertaining first half here in Seneca. Seneca 29-28. Halftime advantage. The halftime show sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Are you stressed because you don't have enough money or connections to get to where you want to go? Are you frustrated when you see your friends climbing the corporate ladder? Do you have too many bills and not enough income? Well, there is a person who understands exactly what you're going through, and the best part is, he wants to help you. That person is Jesus. Learn more. Call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
And we welcome you back. We're here at the halftime show sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy. As interesting first half, Seneca 29-28, halftime advantage. Mount Vernon 16 first quarter points, only with 12 there in the second quarter. Seneca 22 outburst in the first quarter, only finished with 7 in the second, but they somehow have a 1-point advantage, 29-28, your halftime score. Zane Grotjohn leads all scorers with 13. Tyrone Harris with 11 for the Indians, and Caden Klaus with 4 for Seneca as well. On the flip side for Mount Vernon, Lucas Shane leads them with 12. He had all 12 of his in the first quarter. 8 for Julian Hernandez, all 8 of his in the second quarter. 6 for Hunter Dawson, and 2 for Luke Robbins. Take a timeout, come back with the second half after this break. The halftime show is sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian Sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians! Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out HuddleSpringsChurchofChrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, "We want to go to heaven with you."
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
And we welcome you back. The halftime show is sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy as Seneca a 1-point advantage as we get set for second half play. Here, an exciting first half inside Seneca. Like we said, it's been basically 2 players for Seneca and 1 for Mount Vernon. For the Mountaineers, Lucas Shane had all 12 points in the first quarter, 8 for Julian Hernandez. He had all 8 of his in the second quarter, 13 for Zane Grotjohn, and 11 for Tyrone Harris, as I believe it will be Seneca ball here to start second half play. And Seneca up by 1, 29-28 is your halftime score. Seneca will be going right to left across your computer screen Mount Vernon will be going left to right.
It's going to be it's looking to be a barn burner, just like a Roar game, Ben.
And just like Lamar, we weren't there, but the Lamar game ended that way as well.
Yep.
I think Seneca wants to give us some heartburn through the end of the year.
They can get there, and then they're finding ways to not get there, and then they're finding ways to lose it at the end, and they just need to switch that around and try to find ways to win.
Will be Seneca ball to start second half play. Halftime show once again was sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy. Should be a fun second half if the first half, if the second half was anything like the first half. Don Brown inbound for the Indians into Harris. And we are underway here in the third quarter. Harris gets a screen set for Grotjohn. Grotjohn right wing side.
You got him down inside.
Brown down low, lost it, got it back, kicks it back out. You got to get out of the lane if you're Dom as the three rolls out. I think that was Grotjohn that shot that three, but
yeah, it was. They got just what they wanted to. Got Don Brown with a mismatch down inside.
Hernandez working against Wilson, can't get the bucket to go, but is fouled. That is the first team foul on Seneca in the entire ball game. Wilson's first, team's first. Going to the line for two is Hernandez. A thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. It's the first one's no good. One more coming. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO 917 Sports, as we will try and keep you updated throughout the week on games that are scheduled to happen and if they happen or not. Seneca's supposed to head to Matt County Friday night. We'll see if that one happens. Faking the three is Grotjohn, and he hits the 16-footer instead.
That's what being a good three-point shooter will get you. They had to honor him outside.
The ball was tipped around. It stays with Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon now right wing side is Shane. Work it back to the left wing side, and Zerby dump it down low, kick it back out. It was tipped, but Mount Vernon able to maintain possession. Shane with it right wing side. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez being guarded by Grotjohn. It looks like Seneca still in a zone here, Darryl.
Yeah, back to 2-3 zone.
Hernandez fakes the three as they work it back to Zerby. Zerby picks up his dribble to Hernandez.
They shot the three well at the end of the first quarter. It looked like they're a little hesitant to let it go, but I think they're looking down inside, trying to get a short corner. But nobody in the middle. There it is.
As Grotjohn tipped it, but it will stay Mount Vernon basketball. They are all saying it was tipped. Seneca can't believe it, but that was very, I mean, I saw that.
Yeah, it was tipped. And Seneca's not moving down court, neither's Mount Vernon. Everybody knew it.
Apparently somebody thought it must have been Seneca's and there's a tip and a steal by Wilson with the steal, gets it to Grotjohn. Now in the front court, Harris with it for Seneca. Harris, I can't tell who he's working against. Looks like it's against Shane. Now to Wilson. Wilson gets it to Grotjohn. Sides against the three, working against Zerby. Now he pops a three because he went under the screen, and that is always a mistake, Darryl.
Yeah, you got to go over the top when you're going against Zane. And that's what Mount Vernon coach calls timeout, and I guarantee he wants to discuss it.
Take a timeout with you. 5:44 to go here in the third quarter on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And we welcome you back. Seneca, a 5-1 burst here to start the quarter as they have a 4-point advantage, 5-point advantage.
We've hit some shots here. Got some good breaks, hit some open shots. Played well. Mount Vernon a little hesitant, and then a little bit out of sync on their offense. And usually they're going short corner, one in the middle, one low.
It's Mount Vernon with it, trying to dump it down low, able to get it down low, get the bucket and the foul for Dawson as Dom Brown picks up the foul, his first, team's second. Chance to complete the 3-point play here for Hunter Dawson. Big boy down low.
Well, they got what they wanted. They just pounded it down inside. And Dom's got to realize that and get him off the block. Keep him off the block. That's what you have to do.
Jay Schulte checks in for Seneca and for Caden Klaus. As he completes the 3-point play to get the lead back down to 2.
Pressure. Box press. Hit the middle.
And you have Dom Brown open down low, does a good job of letting them drive by and get the bucket to fall. That was a good job there by Dom to let them go flying by.
Cameraman had a hard time keeping up with that.
As Mount Vernon gets it in the front court against some pressure. As Hernandez drives, nobody stops him. Misses the first shot and the rebound for Hunter Dawson. So it's back to a 2-point Seneca lead with 4:50 to go here, third quarter. Harris kicks it to Grochon, fakes the 3, pops a 3, misses it short, and the rebound goes to Dawson, who did a good job of boxing out Brown. Dawson works it now in the corner, faking the 3 is Conway. Seneca still zone here, Darryl, as the 3 is good for Dawson, who has 8 of the 9 points for Mount Vernon here in the quarter.
And here they come out shooting the 3s.
Schulte, top of the key. He's going to drive. It's a tough shot, and he misses it. Rebound to Dawson for Mount Vernon. Swings it to Zerby. Zerby.
Seneca going man-to-man.
Being harassed by Harris, picks up his dribble. And a steal by Wilson. Wilson going to go up for the right-handed layup, up and in. His first points of the night, and you just hope that gets him started a little bit. As the ball poked away, as they're able to get it back. A left wing 3 is good for Zerby, and that's what happens sometimes with you gamble on steals.
Yeah, they kind of got lost in a defensive rotation that time.
Harris thought about driving. Now drives, kicks out to Grochon. Free throw line jumper is no good, and the rebound goes to Mount Vernon and Shane. Almost stolen away by Grochon, gets it to Hernandez. Now to Zerby, back to Hernandez. Left corner, driving, and Dom Brown can't stop him as Dawson gets the bucket to fall. You're afraid of the 3, so as him drive by, 4-point lead for Mount Vernon with 3:07 to go here in the quarter on the KNEO Sports Network.
The staff at Mid-America Specialty Markets, along with Jamie and Terry Langford, are proud to serve our community and support the local high school students in their extracurricular activities this school year. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office at 908 Washington Avenue, or call us at 417-776-LIFE, or visit us at midaminsurance.com.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Seneca ball out of the timeout. Mount Vernon up by 4. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, 4 State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Mid-America Specialty Markets, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. Grotjohn with it for Seneca. Gets it to Harris. Top of the key to Klaus. Swings it to Grotjohn. Back to Schulte, top of the key. Schulte drives, kicks it to Harris. Harris back to Wilson. Left wing to Grotjohn. Got away with a little bit of a moving screen there.
Yeah.
Schulte drives, kicks it to Klaus. Klaus in the lane, almost lost it. Got it back to Grotjohn. He's going to reset things. Harris. Wilson decides against the three. Kicks it to Grotjohn. That's a deep three. It's short. Klaus fighting for the rebound. Good box out there by Robbins of Mount Vernon. It's a tough look for Seneca as driving the lane and getting the bucket and the foul is Dawson, who's had himself quite the quarter. Third foul on Seneca in the quarter, the first on Klaus. As Wilson checks out, Brown checks in. As the free throw is short, but there you go, Darryl.
Yeah.
Offensive rebound for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, they get another chance. They've already made two. This could be a 4 or 5 point possession right here.
Mount Vernon with it as they kid it down low, and the bucket and the foul for Jarrett Zerby. And Harris picks up his first, team's fourth in the quarter. Zerby trying to complete a 3-point play. Get the lead up to 9.
Could be 4 or 5 point possession right here.
So he misses it short, and Klaus able to box out. Harris with it for Seneca. Harris, right wing side. Schulte, top of the key. It's a screen set. So they're going to reset things. Schulte thought about driving, lost the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. As left wing with it is Zerby. Zerby kicks it back out, top of the key to Dawson. Now in the right corner, open three, and that is good for Conway. And all of a sudden, it is an 11-point lead for Mount Vernon. They have 3 threes in the quarter, and Seneca only with 1.
We can't hit a three. We can't hit a shot.
And there's another turnover. Harris the steal.
We're just turning the ball over.
As Mount Vernon with it left wing and Conway. Work it back around right wing side to Dawson. Dump it down low. Right-handed layup is missed. Brown fighting for the rebound, and I think Dom Brown just picked up the foul, which that's the 5th team foul on Seneca. 2 free throws are coming here for Robbins. Brown picks up his second personal. Still a long ways from anybody being in foul trouble.
It's like, Ben, we're in a funk here. It's like we're in a fog. We can't get going. Nothing's going right. Everything we touch is going bad.
Jagger Wilson, Roman Miller in for Seneca.
We need a spark. We need something. I don't know.
So Robbins missed the first free throw. And he missed the second. Good job there by Roman Miller on the box out. Miller with it, or that's Harris, excuse me. Harris picks up his dribble. Wilson decides against the three. Dumps it down low, trying to get it to Miller, and it's missed. On the other end, in the lane, trying to bank it in, no good. It's tipped around, and Mount Vernon comes away with it with Robbins. And it's a 13-point lead for Mount Vernon with 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Could be about a 13-point run, too.
Harris going to drive. Can't get the shot to fall, but he's fouled. It's the first team foul on Mount Vernon in the quarter. So the foul is the second on Conway. The first free throw's no good. One more coming. This to cut it to 12 with 11.6 seconds left in the quarter. So the second free throw is up, and that one rims out. Brown fought for the rebound, but it goes to Mount Vernon. As they're going to drive, kick it out, open three to end the quarter, and that's just the way the third quarter went as Mount Vernon explodes in the quarter for 24 points. And they have a 54-38 lead here at the end of three. Take a timeout, come back with the fourth quarter after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Mount Vernon basketball here to start the fourth quarter of play. As that ball is tipped out of bounds, it'll go to Seneca. Sponsors here this evening: Numac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLou Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic. The middle quarters have been a struggle here for Seneca. As Harris picks up his dribble, gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn back to Wilson, top of the key. Wilson going to drive to Miller. Miller swings it to Schulte. Schulte drives baseline, and he gets the floater to go. That's
tough shot.
Just going to say that's a tough shot, but got it to fall.
Yeah, he hung in the air long enough and got it in.
7 minutes to go. Mount Vernon a 14-point lead. As Shane with it for Mount Vernon. He drives, kicks it. Nobody stops. Zerby, and Zerby gets the bucket to fall. Backside rotation was not there for the Indians. Harris kicks it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn drives, floater in the lane is up and in for Grotjohn. But if you're Seneca, you got to find a way to get some defensive stops.
Yeah.
So they're coming with some pressure. As Quentin Smiles with it for
Get
Mount
up.
Vernon.
Now get up. Get up now.
And a timeout by Mount Vernon with 6:23 to go here in the fourth quarter on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the four-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
And we welcome you back as there's 6:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon a 14-point advantage as Seneca going to come with some defensive pressure on the inbounds as Shane to trigger it in.
Well, let's see. I think the only way that Seneca maybe can get back in this game is they get this thing helter-skelter.
As Zerby gets it in the front court to Gaddy. They work it back around. Zerby with it. Picks up his dribble. Back cut and a steal by Roman Miller, and it's a 2-on-1. Miller drives, spin move in the lane, and he gets the bucket to fall.
I'll tell you what, that was the slowest spin move I've ever seen, but he got it to go.
It's Mount Vernon in the front court with it with Shane.
He's dead. You got to get on him. Nah.
As now Robbins dumps it down low, back to Shane, who gets the bucket to fall.
Yeah, you're going to double team that backside rotation. It's got to be there.
Schulte with it for Seneca. Top of the key. Swings it to Grotjohn. Fakes a three in the lane. Missed the shot, but he's fouled.
Yep.
So I'll go to the line for two. First team foul on Mount Vernon here in the quarter. And it's the second on Zerby. And if you're Seneca, you got to make your free throws, get points with no clock
all the time
coming off. Grotjohn hits the first one. One more coming.
If you're going to play the helter-skelter man, you better have the backside rotation ready to go.
Thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. A sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians.
Yeah.
Coming with that full court pressure.
Lighthouse Tax Service. Get down there and see Roger Hannity.
It's Hernandez being guarded by Wilson. Hernandez picks up his dribble. Right wing side to Robbins. Robbins back to Hernandez, top of the key.
You got to know when the ball's dead when you're playing defense.
Hernandez drives, kicks it down low, and a foul before the shot. First team foul on Seneca, as the foul is going to be on, I believe, Roman Miller is first. As checking in for Mount Vernon is going to be, I believe that's Hunter Dawson. And Dawson to inbounds. With 5:15 to go, right baseline. So they get it in the left corner. I believe that's Smile or Zerby with it. Work it to the right wing side, and Dawson being guarded by Miller. He picks up his dribble.
He's dead. Get on him. There you go.
Gets it to Gaddy as Grotjohn is harassing him. Back out to Dawson. Dawson right wing side. Ball tipped by Miller, but they can't pick it up. It will stay Mount Vernon basketball. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO917 Sports. And everyone at the Neosho Daily News, wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. As Mount Vernon gets it into Hernandez, being harassed by Wilson. Ball poked away by Wilson. And now Hernandez with it in the front court, and they have numbers as the little floater in the lane is missed short, but Seneca has two players there, and then they catch a break because Mount Vernon throws it away.
Just threw it away. Yeah, you can't allow offensive rebounds if you're down by 12 wanting to come back.
Schulte with it for the Indians. Schulte in the front court. Left wing side being guarded by Shane. Gets it to Harris. Harris had 11 in the first half, nothing since. Good job hesitating. They call an offensive foul on Tyrone Harris. They're going to say he used his elbow to shove off, his second, team second. Head coach Skip Brock can't believe it.
Yeah, he didn't like that call.
It's Mount Vernon with the basketball.
Get up and play.
Hernandez being harassed by Wilson, and Wilson just picked up a cheap one, his second, team's third. Only one more foul to give for the Indians. As Dawson to trigger it in. They get it in the front court to Zerby. Nice lob, left-handed layup up and in for Shane. Lead back up to 14. Harris with it for Seneca. Sides against the three. Harris, free throw line, back out to Wilson. Wilson kicks it to Schulte. Schulte drives, nice dump down low. Roman Miller can't get the bucket to fall, and you need those to fall when you're down by 14.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon with it in the front court with Dawson. Ball tipped by Miller, but Mount Vernon comes away with it, and a good job there by Hernandez to let Wilson fly by. Right now, those breaks are going Mount Vernon's way and not Seneca's. Grosjean gets a screen set. He's going to pop a three, and that's good for Grosjean. As Zane Grosjean just hit 1,000 career points. So that's what the celebration is. He's had himself quite the night. 25 points on the night to break 1,000 for his career.
Yeah, it's nice. I'll guarantee you Zane would rather have the win right now.
Or the lead.
He'd rather have the win tonight.
As there was a timeout on the play as well. We'll just keep it here. Right, we talked about, Daryl, how Seneca needed somebody besides Zane. Zane has 25. Harris had 11 in the first half, nothing in the second half.
There's nothing going down. There's nothing going in. There's, they've hit a lull here. I mean, we've had 22 points in the first quarter. We just barely doubled that now here over halfway through the fourth quarter. We're just not getting any baskets going in the, nothing's in flow. They just look like they're not in sync tonight. And it happens that way sometimes.
I want to thank some of our sponsors: Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Mid-America Specialty Markets. It's a 13-point lead for Mount Vernon with 3:10 to go. If you're Seneca, you got to find some steals and you got to find some easy buckets. Hernandez is dead in the paint.
He's dead.
And that is a timeout for Mount Vernon with 3:03 to go here in the fourth quarter on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Roper Kia Four State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the four states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia Four State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10-plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
And we welcome you back. 3:03 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon up by 13, and they're going to trigger it in left baseline. So they get it in, top of the key to Hernandez, being guarded by Wilson.
Get on.
Wilson working against Hernandez. Hernandez going to drive, and he gets the bucket to fall. Grosjean with it for Seneca, gets a screen set. Swings it to Wilson. Wilson pops a left wing three, misses it. Fight for the rebound goes to Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon in the front court as they get it to Gaddy. Gaddy going to reset things, top of the key to Hernandez. Now work it to Shane. Shane left corner to Hernandez. Mount Vernon just happy to run clock here. Up by 15. Gaddy with it, top of the key to Zerby. Zerby swings it left wing side to Hernandez. Hernandez back out to Dawson, right wing side to Gaddy. At some point, you got to foul if you're Seneca, as Miller picks up the foul. Miller picks up his second, team's fourth. You got to be careful and make sure it's not an intentional foul because you get 2 free throws on the ball then.
Yeah.
As Don Brown checks in for Roman Miller with 2 minutes to go. As Dawson trigger it in right baseline. So they get it in top of the key to Hernandez. Work it left wing side to Shane. Shane picks up his dribble. Being harassed by Seneca as the right-handed layup is missed for Zerby on the other end. Grotjohn with it. Going to pop a left wing 3, and that is good for Grotjohn. And the lead is down to 12 with 1:43 to go here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
It's a 5th team foul on Seneca out of the timeout as Wilson picks up his 3rd. So 2 free throws are coming. I believe that's Hernandez at the line. It's about to been the one bugaboo here for Mount Vernon. But if you're Seneca, their bugaboo has been boxing out because Mount Vernon has had I don't know how many second chance opportunities and second chance points as Hernandez hits the front end.
Yeah, too many.
It's Don Brown in for Roman Miller. 1:41 to go in the contest. This one was close through about 2.5 quarters before Mount Vernon went on their game-winning run as Hernandez misses the second. Wilson with the rebound to Schulte in the front court. Swings it to Harris. To Grotjohn, open 3, and that rimmed out. And the rebound goes to Dawson. Gets it to Hernandez. Seneca trying to trap in the backcourt. Grotjohn and Wilson picked up a foul, his 4th. Quick whistle there. It's 2 free throws for Hernandez, who just went 1 for 2. Hernandez with 14 on the night. Chance for number 15 and 16. So first free throw rolls in. One more coming as somebody's coming in for Mount Vernon, but they're coming in for the shooter. It's like a little defense for offense. As Hernandez checks out and Hunter Conway checks in. And we have a timeout. Sometimes you hear long whistles like that, you think it's a timeout. Schulte with it, top of the key. Schulte drives, kicks it back to Harris. Harris drives, kicks it to Wilson. Wilson, free throw line jumper, and that's good for Wilson. So leads 13. Seneca trying to trap. Grotjohn. And the ball tipped around. They're able to save it in the front court as Mount Vernon with Gaddy. And Schulte picks up the foul, his first. So 2 free throws are coming for Hudson Gaddy, who has not scored in the contest here this evening. Get the lead back up to 15 with 2 made free throws as the first one rims around and bounces out. Seneca is supposed to head to Matt County Friday night. We'll try and keep you updated on if that game actually happens or not. We probably won't know anything until Friday morning. The shots were both missed, and the rebound goes to Seneca. Wilson in the front court for the Indians. Wilson, right corner. He's going to pop a three, miss it. And the rebound goes to Hunter Dawson in the front court to Conway. And they're happy to waste time as he's going to drive, kick it to Zerby. Zerby working against Dom Brown, and he's fouled. Can't get the shot to fall, but he'll go to the line for two. Brown picks up his third. Mount Vernon going to improve to 15-8 overall, 5-2 in Big 8 play. Seneca will fall to 8-13 overall, 3-4 in Big 8 play. As Zerby hits the first one, they'll have a chance to finish the year at 500 in Big 8 play with a win Friday night at Mack County. That's a 7:30 tip-off time, 7:10 air time, as long as the weather permits it. As Schulte drives to the lane and gets the bucket to fall, and a timeout by Seneca with 21.9 seconds to go here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half priced, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
And we welcome you back. 69-56 Mount Vernon, 21.9 seconds to go here in regulation, as Mount Vernon, like we said, going to improve to 15-8 overall, 5-2 in Big 8 play. Seneca will fall to 8-13 overall, 3-4 Big 8 play. As they get it in, does Mount Vernon. And Seneca going to foul. And Schulte picks up the foul. I think Miller, I don't think that was much extra on Miller. And they're going to call the extra one on Roman Miller, I believe. Are they calling it on Roman? I am very confused on what's happening right now.
Well, Schulte fouled him, and Roman was going in to foul him, and he just couldn't stop.
So they're calling them both. So Schulte picks up one, and Miller picks up one. So 4 free throws coming for Zerby. I believe that's what's going to happen. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, I believe so. I think he gets the first two.
Well, he would get all 4, wouldn't he? So the first free throw is good.
If they call it intentional, then they're going to give him the ball as well.
They never said anything about intentional. I never seen him give the intentional sign, but it must be intentional as he hits the first 2. 2 more coming. Now
they'd have to be intentional if you're not going to put him up there, because that means Mount Vernon would get the ball back. But at this point,
it
really doesn't matter. You got 15.
Just give him the free throws, give him the ball, and the game's over anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, the referees right now, they just kind of iced the Mount Vernon shooter in Zerby because they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
As he goes 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and now Mount Vernon should get the ball as well. And they do get the ball as well. So they must have called, they never gave the signal, but it had to have been intentional, because otherwise you don't get the ball too. As they get it in the front court, and a foul on Seneca before the fast break points. I think it's on Harris, which would be his third. And Zerby will go to the line for 2 more. He went 3 for 4 his last trip. I don't really understand the point of that. So here comes the first free throw, and that rattles in. One more coming. Think about it, Daryl. It was those two middle quarters that caused the problems for Seneca as Zerby went 2 for 2 that trip.
Yeah, they just got into a lull and couldn't score.
Seneca with the basketball in the front court. Schulte with it. Schulte kicks out to Grotejohn, fakes a three. Schulte going to drive and can't get the bucket to fall, but gets fouled. The way his game was going, that almost was a three-point play potential. Yeah. So that's the second personal on Hunter Dawson. If you're Mount Vernon there, why don't you say, just get away?
Yeah, I mean, I was coaching Mount Vernon, that's what I'd be doing.
Grotejohn hits the first one more coming. He's going to have close to 30 points on the night and have over half of Seneca's points. But like we talked about, Daryl, Harris helped him in the first half. Nobody helped him in the second half as Grotejohn hits them both.
Yeah. Like I said, we just went into a funk and we couldn't score.
74-58 is going to be your final score here this evening. Mount Vernon with the victory. They improved to 15-8 overall, 5-2 in Big 8 play. Seneca falls to 8-13 overall, 3-4 in Big 8 play. The postgame show is sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District after this timeout on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
You know, my friend Matt and I have been best buds since the second grade. You see, Matt has lived a pretty rough life. His dad just got up and left when he was 6. His mom got cancer when he was 14. And his girlfriend basically dumped him for no reason. But you know what? There's something different about Matt. You see, he's not mad at the world because of what happened. He goes to church and he says that we weren't made to do this alone. I want what he has. Do you? Call 1-888-NEED-HIM.
And we welcome you back. The final score for the final time, Mount Vernon was victorious 74-58. Daryl, what this game really came down to was those middle quarters. They outscored Seneca in those middle quarters 38-16.
Well, it just looked like we got into a fog or funk or something out there, and nobody was hitting nothing, and everything we did just backfired. Everything went away. We turnovers all the time. Couldn't hit a shot from the outside. I mean, it happens sometimes. It happens where nothing you can do is right, and that's what happened in the middle of the game.
4 players in double figures for this Mount Vernon team. You look at it, Daryl. Lucas Shane finished with 16, but 12 in the first half. Hernandez with 16. Zerby with 14, all 14 in the second half. Hunter Dawson had 12 there in the second half. Balanced scoring is what's going to win you games in the Big 8 and give you a chance at a district title. Mount Vernon proved that here tonight.
Well, they hit some good threes on the outside. That's some good scoring on the inside. And when you're scoring from the inside and outside, you're a tough team to beat.
Zane Grotjohn climbed over the 1,000-point mark. He finished with 30 on the night. He's been a hard worker for this Seneca team throughout his 4 years, and congratulations to him on a much well-deserved honor for the Indians.
Yeah, it's always a milestone like that, but like I said, he's been a good shooter and been a good player for these last 4 years.
Tyrone Harris finished with 11, but he had all 11 in the first half. You kind of need that second score to balance things out. It was 13 and 11 there in the first half for Seneca, but they just couldn't hit a shot there in the second half as they were trying to mount a comeback.
Like I said, it's just it got to the point where we couldn't do anything. The boys just couldn't get anything to go in, and just nothing went right.
Weather pending Big 8 finale on Friday night against McDonald County. Chance to go 4-4 in a wide open Big 8. That's nothing to sneeze about if you're able to do that.
Yeah, I think it'll be tough on the road at Mack County. They're playing better basketball, and I know they want to beat Seneca at home.
Again, that's weather pending on Friday night. We just have to wait and see what the weather will do the rest of the week. The post-game show is sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. For Coach Daryl Harbaugh, I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We thank you for watching high school basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.